Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is story about what if Naruto has his parents' skills part 1. Before I start, please do support for more amazing content and comments for part 2. Do consider to subscribe my channel and share my video to your friends and check out the description as well. Let's start the video. Hey, you can't go in there. An angry voice shouted as a short, blonde-haired, ocean blue-eyed boy stormed past the secretary's desk and threw open the doors to the Hokage's office. Old man, when were you going to tell me? Naruto yelled, glaring at the elderly man sitting behind the desk and a mountain of paperwork. Naruto-kun, what are you doing? Sarutobi Hiruzen, the Sandaime Hokage of Konoha, the village hidden in the leaves, said, hiding a smile at the boy who he thought of as a second grandson. Note to self, don't let Konohamaru and Naruto meet, it could spell the end of us all. I want to know why you never told me about Naruto pointed at his stomach. And why you never told me about my father? The Hokage froze. Close the doors and leave us, the Hokage said sharply. The secretary nodded numbly and quickly left the office, closing the doors behind her. Hiruzen made some hand seals and the doors and windows glowed. Naruto, you know that what you carry is classified and SS secret, the Hokage said. You can't go yelling about it. And what's this about your father? Sorry sir, Naruto said, chagrined by the older man's glare. It's just, why didn't you tell me that my father was the Yondaime Hokage? Hiruzen sat stunned. What are you talking about, Naruto? Come on, old man, it's not that hard to figure out, the boy said. The fox attacked on my birthday, it was sealed by the Yondaime Hokage, who died as a result. And I look just like him, at least from the pictures I've seen. The only other clan that has blonde hair is the Yamanakas, though it's not like mine and they don't have the same eyes as me. So why didn't you tell me? Hiruzen fell back into his chair, stunned. Taking a deep breath, he took the plunge. I'm sorry, Naruto-kun, you are right. Your father was the Yondaime Hokage and his name was Namikaze Minato. I didn't tell you because your father said to wait until you became a jounin or you turned 21. Why? Naruto asked. Why didn't he want me to know? It wasn't just you, Naruto, Hiruzen said. Your father had many enemies, and if they knew that he had a son, you would be a very tempting target. Not that changes much, Naruto grumbled. Hiruzen sighed. He knew that Naruto was treated horribly by a majority of the villagers, since they saw the boy as the QB rather than as Naruto. The third remembered that just before the fourth had died, he had hoped that the village would see Naruto as a hero for containing the demon. Naruto, I am sorry that this was kept from you, Hiruzen said. But I believe it's time for you to receive your inheritance. The Hokage stood up and walked around his desk to the pictures of the former Hokages. He stopped at the photo of the Yondaime Hokage. Naruto, come over here, Hiruzen said. Naruto stood up and walked over to the third. Now your father sealed some things for you behind his portrait, but you need to swipe some blood against the seal. Naruto nodded and bit his thumb, drawing some blood. He pressed the bloody finger against the bottom of the portrait where a whirlpool was showing. The seal glowed blue and the picture broke out of the wall and drew up, revealing a sunken compartment. The hidden compartment had 3 scrolls inside. The third Hokage took the 3 scrolls and handed them to Naruto. Each of those scrolls are priceless, Naruto. The blue one has your father's jutsu scrolls, his notes on them and his ideas for improving them. The green one contains information on your mother's jutsus as well as her journals. And the red one contains letters from your parents, and some other personal effects. Naruto looked down at the scrolls in his arms, cradling them as if they were the most precious things in the world. Hokage-sama, do you know where my parents are buried? I mean, I don't know my mother's name and only found out my father's today, Naruto said. Hiruzen immediately noticed the sama suffix that Naruto used. Of course, Naruto, I can take you there, he said. And your mother's name was Uzumaki Kushina. Naruto gave the Hokage a watery smile as he tenderly put the scrolls in his kunai pouch at his side. Hiruzen unsealed the room and followed Naruto out of the office. Hokage-sama, the secretary said. I'm sorry that boy disturbed you. Hiruzen noticed the venom aimed at Naruto, who was glaring at the woman. It's fine, he said sharply. I'm going for a walk with Naruto. I don't know when I'll be back, but it shouldn't be too long. Hi Hokage-sama, the secretary said. I'm sorry you had to deal with her, Naruto, Hiruzen said when he and Naruto left the Hokage tower. It's okay, old man, I'm used to it. And at least now, I know why the villagers act like they do, Naruto said. Before I thought that I had done something wrong. Now I realize that it's their fear stemming from the QB attack, and the visible reminder of their pain and loss. Fear makes people do many things. But I do have a question to ask. How do people know that I carry the fox? The Hokage was stunned. Naruto, I am truly sorry that you have had to go through all this. You are truly your mother's son. And as for why people know what you carry, it is because there were so many witnesses to the attack, and when I returned with you in my arms and with that seal still glowing on your stomach, people surmised that the fourth somehow changed the fox into human form, namely you. What were my parents like? I mean, everyone knows my father, the ninja, but what was he actually like? Naruto asked, his voice soft and childlike. Hiruzen looked down at the boy. No, young man, he thought. Naruto seemed to have drawn in on himself, like a child would if they were afraid that they had asked about something they shouldn't have. Naruto, your parents were two of the best people I ever had the fortune to meet. Your father, while a feared and respected ninja, was also a loving and caring man, who always looked to find the best in a person, Hiruzen said. Your mother was very much like you, loud, boisterous and confident. But she also was very protective of her loved ones. Both your parents would lay down their lives for what they believed in, or for their son. And they did just that, they gave their lives to protect you, Naruto, and the village. Naruto looked away, discreetly wiping his eyes. Hiruzen was silent as he let the young man compose himself. Where are we going, Gigi? Naruto asked. Wouldn't my parents' names be on the memorial stone? Yes, the Hokage said. But their graves are somewhere else. Now Naruto, this is an S-class secret. Only myself knows the exact location because like I said, your father had many enemies, so I made sure that few people know about the site so no one would try and vandalize it. Naruto nodded. Soon the duo found themselves on top of the Hokage monument. Hiruzen led Naruto into the forest behind the monument. They had been walking down a path for roughly a mile before they came upon a clearing. In the middle were two grave markers, simple but elegant in their design. Naruto walked over and knelt down in front of the markers. "Tu-san, Ka-san," he whispered, laying a hand on each of the markers. "I'm sorry I've never been to visit, but I hope you're proud of me. I dreamt that I was the son of the fourth Hokage, not really believing it. So to find out that I truly was the son of the fourth was indescribable. I understand why you decided to seal the fox in me. You were the Hokage and you couldn't ask someone else to sacrifice their child if you weren't willing to do the same. I promise I'll make you both proud." A soft, warm breeze went through the clearing. Naruto's hair shifted, almost as if someone's hand was ruffling it. Naruto smiled and inclined his head, letting his tears flow freely. Another gust of wind flew through the clearing. It seemed to wrap around Naruto, like a hug. "Thank you," Naruto whispered. "I'll come back and visit sometime soon." With that, Naruto rose from the ground and walked back to the Hokage. "Thank you, Hokage-sama," Naruto said formally. "You're very welcome, Naruto-kun. I just wish that you hadn't needed to come here," Hiruzen said. "Since you know your lineage, would you like to see your family's home?" "I'd like that very much," Naruto said. The Hokage smiled and led Naruto back into the forest. They walked for roughly a half-mile before coming upon a large compound-like house. Above the door there was an emblem, two blue waves on a sea of yellow. "This was my father's house?" Naruto asked. "Yes, Minato bought this house after he became Hokage," the third said. "He said he wanted a place away from the village somewhere he and his family could have some privacy." "Could I live here?" Naruto asked, once again in that small childlike voice. The third smiled. "Of course, it is your house now. I believe that the door is sealed with another blood seal, like the one in my office." Naruto nodded and stepped up to the door, pulling a kunai from his holster. He opened a cut on his palm and swiped it across the door. The door glowed before the lock clicked and the door swung open noiselessly. Naruto entered the front hall and looked around. The hall looked immaculate, like it had been just cleaned yesterday. "It seems that Minato used his sealing talents to keep this place clean," the third said. Naruto looked intrigued. "You can do that with seals?" he asked. "You can do almost anything with Fuinjutsu," Hiruzen said. "I'm sure your father left you some notes in his scroll. Maybe you should take a look at it." Naruto nodded. He made a hand sign, a cross in front of his chest, and said Kaiga Bunshin no Jutsu. Two clones appeared on either side of Naruto. "Go back to the apartment and gather everything. We're leaving that place and moving in here." "Asa," the clone said before rushing out the door. "Well then, Naruto-kun, I'd better be getting back to the village. And I'm sure you'd like some time alone to take a look around." Naruto nodded his thanks. "Okay, good night, Naruto-kun, and remember that you have to go to the academy tomorrow for team selections." "I'll be there and thank you, Aji-sama," Naruto said. Hiruzen smiled and left Naruto, who was still gazing around the house. Naruto's clones returned to the house just over an hour later, laden with all of his worldly possessions. "Thanks, go find a room to put that stuff away," Naruto said, not looking up from his father's scroll. Minato truly had been a genius amongst geniuses, but his true brilliance was his ability to break things down into their most basic forms. There were notes on all Minato's jutsus, the Rasengan, the Flying Thunder God, as well as his notes on improving some of the more basic jutsus, plus all his sealing notes. But what caught Naruto's eye was his father's notes on the Shadow Clone Jutsu. The notes said only ninja with extremely large chakra reserves could use the technique, since it spilt the chakra evenly amongst the clones. Also, the user would gain any knowledge that the clones amassed before being dispelled, making them ideal for scouting ahead. Naruto was amazed that his father had only been able to create 50 clones at most. Naruto had no idea how many clones he had made against Mizuki the previous night, but it had been more than 50. Wait, if shadow clones send their memories back to the original when they vanish, does that mean if two clones are learning the same thing, I'll learn it twice as fast, Naruto thought. Everyone in the village and at the academy thought that Naruto was an idiot. His grades certainly showed it, but it didn't help that Naruto was given Chunin level exams or even higher. Naruto knew now why his instructors hated him, well except for Iruka-sensei, they hated him. But Naruto didn't learn well by reading or studying, he learned best by doing things, through actually experiencing the process. I'll have to look into that later, he thought as a clock chimed. He looked up, it was nearly 3 in the morning. Crap, I have to be at the academy in 6 hours. Naruto grudgingly got to his feet and staggered up the stairs to the bedroom that his clones had dumped his stuff in. It was the master bedroom. A king-sized bed dominated the room with blue sheets and the Namikaze seal on display. It barely registered in Naruto's mind that the last people to sleep in this room were his parents, most likely the night before the Kyuubi attack. He only had enough mental strength to remember to change into his pajamas before collapsing onto the bed. Naruto, always remember that we love you and we always will, a soft female voice filled with warmth and affection said. Naruto shot upright in bed as he heard a hawk's cry come through the window. Looking around wildly, Naruto realized that he wasn't in his apartment, he was in his father's house, in the master bedroom of the Namikaze compound. The previous day's events quickly came back to him. He was the son of the Yondaime Hokage, Namikaze Minato, and Uzumaki Kushina, a formidable kunoichi in her own right. However, no one knew this aside from the Sandaime Hokage and himself, though Naruto suspected that there were others that knew as well. Crap! I'm going to be late, Naruto exclaimed. He leapt out of bed and rushed into the bathroom. After a quick shower, Naruto re-entered the bedroom, rubbing a towel against his hair. He looked at his discarded clothes, the orange jumpsuit that had made him stand out. Frowning, he realized that a new wardrobe was in order. Naruto went to the drawers and found some of his father's clothes from when he was younger. He now looked like a ninja rather than a human-shaped pumpkin. Naruto had on dark blue pants, black undershirt, and a dark red long-sleeved shirt. He tied his headband across his forehead and tied his kunai holster onto his right thigh. Taking a deep breath, Naruto left the house, resealing it and dashed off to the academy. He reached the academy at just after 9 and found a seat in the second-to-last row of the classroom. Slowly the classroom filled up around him, but Naruto kept his head down. His mind was still on the previous day's revelations and he was also thinking about getting back to his house and start training, and learning some of his father's jutsus. Who the hell are you? A loud, obnoxious voice barked from behind him. Naruto looked up. It was Inuzuka Kiba, his dog partner, Akamaru, on his head. What do you want, Kiba? Naruto asked. Naruto! Kiba exclaimed. Why are you here? Only people who pass the exam are supposed to be here. Can't you see the forehead protector I'm wearing? Naruto growled, jabbing his thumb at the metal plate on his head. How did you get that? Another boy snapped. It's a secret, very hush. You know, have to kill you if I told you, Naruto said, with an amused smile at the others' faces. All right, settle down you all, a sharp voice called out from the front of the room. It was Iruka. The class quickly settled down and found their seats. Now then, you are all here because you have passed the graduation exam, a cheer went up. Yes, congratulations, however you are all still genin, so you must continue to work hard if you want to advance. Now for the team assignments, you will be put in teams of 3 and placed under a Jonin sensei. After your teams are called, wait here for your sensei to come and get you. Iruka began calling out names. Naruto tuned him out by looking around at the other new graduates. 2 rows down, and at the far end of the row sat Uchiha Sasuke, the sole survivor of the Uchiha massacre of 4 years previous. Sasuke's older brother, Itachi, had carried out the massacre, killing all the Uchiha except for Sasuke, and since then Sasuke had been treated like royalty by the villagers. And because of that, Sasuke had become arrogant and believed that he was better than everyone else. Naruto knew that Sasuke was a very talented ninja. He was easily the best in the class, however Sasuke also seemed to feel that no one would ever measure up to him. Naruto had spied the Uchiha training, but without anyone to push him past his limits, Sasuke would never really advance. The problem with that was, Sasuke felt that because he was an Uchiha, that no one was as good as he was, and it didn't help that the village council would do anything to make the boy happy. Team 7, Uzumaki Naruto. Iruka's voice cut through Naruto's thought. Haruno Sakura. Naruto perked up at this. It was no secret that he harbored a major crush on the pink-haired girl. Sakura was the smartest one in the class. She got perfect scores on all their exams, though she was the worst at taijutsu and pretty lousy at ninjutsu as well, though this stemmed from her meager chakra reserves. Naruto thought back to before he had started the academy. He and Sakura had been on friendly terms. She was one of the few children that he had been able to hang out with. Though once they entered the academy, Sakura was drawn into the world of a Sasuke fangirl, along with Yamanaka Ino and every other girl in their class. An Uchiha Sasuke, Iruka finished. Naruto groaned as Sakura cried excitedly and turned to Ino, who was sitting next to her, and stuck out her tongue. Naruto rolled his eyes at the behavior. The remaining 3 teams were called out and soon left with their Jonin senseis, leaving Sakura, Naruto, and Sasuke alone in the room. Naruto pulled out a scroll and began reading it. It was full of exercises aimed to improve one's chakra control. Naruto was pants at chakra control, and after reading his father's scrolls, Naruto was going to need to learn at least decent chakra control. "Grr, where's out sensei?" Sakura growled after nearly 2 hours of silence. Naruto looked up and saw that Sakura was pacing back and forth at the front of the room. Smirking, Naruto spied an eraser on the blackboard and a quick prank popped into his head. The door slid open to reveal a silver-haired man wearing a Jonin vest, his forehead protector covering his left eye. Thump! An eraser fell onto the man's head, releasing a cloud of chalk that sprinkled the man's already silvery hair. "What the?" Sakura and Sasuke said. "Where did that come from?" "Well, my first impression of you guys is that I hate you," the Jonin said. Sakura and Sasuke's sweat dropped while Naruto chuckled. "Something funny, Blondie?" the Jonin asked. Naruto looked up at the Jonin, his ocean blue eyes stormy. "Well, my first impression of you isn't very high considering you couldn't even dodge an eraser, Kakashi-sensei." The Jonin's one visible eye widened. "Well then, Blondie, you know my name, what's yours?" "You're supposed to be our sensei, and you don't even know our names? Wow." "Naruto Baka, shut up!" Sakura cried. Her fists rose to strike the back of Naruto's head. She brought it down, but Naruto easily leaned out of the way, making Sakura to lose her balance and nearly fall over. She blinked at the feeling of a pair of strong arms holding her up and her back against a firm chest. She looked up and saw the ocean blue eyes of Naruto staring down at her. "You should be more careful, Sakura-chan," he said with a small smile. Sakura was surprised to find she was blushing. Sasuke was stunned. He didn't even see Naruto move. Sasuke's onyx eyes narrowed. "Is that Naruto? He usually can't take more than 4 steps without falling over. And where's the orange?" "So that's Uzumaki?" Kakashi thought. His file said that he was obnoxious, loud, and brash. But this kid seems to be calm and alert. I could barely see him move. Though he does have quite the mouth. "All right, you 3, meet on top of the academy in 10 minutes, Kakashi said before vanishing in a puff of smoke. Naruto released Sakura and put his arms behind his head. "Sorry, Sakura-chan, but I couldn't let you fall," he said, with a bright smile. He left the classroom without another word. Sakura exchanged a look with Sasuke, who looked just as confused, before the pair left the classroom. "Now then, why don't we get this over with?" Kakashi said. "We'll go around and introduce ourselves. Your likes, dislikes, ambitions, you know. Blondie, you're up first." Naruto glared at Kakashi. "Fine, I'm Uzumaki Naruto. I love ramen and training. I dislike anyone who thinks they can coast through life on their name." Sasuke glared daggers at Naruto, who ignored it. "Also, I dislike those who put others down to make themselves feel stronger. And my dream is to become Hokage in order to protect my home, and to be recognized as a shinobi of the leaf. And to surpass my father." Naruto finished silently. Kakashi grinned behind his mask. Kid's got spunk. He insulted the both of them, without coming out and saying it. "All right, Pinky, your turn." "Hi. My name is Haruno Sakura. I like." She trailed off when she glanced at Sasuke. "I dislike Naruto and my dream is to against." Sakura trailed off as her face went red. Naruto rolled his eyes as Sasuke blatantly ignored Sakura. He also noticed that Sakura hadn't reacted to his thinly veiled jab at how she would always try to put him down when he would try and impress her. So I'm stuck with a ninja who's more concerned about love than being an actual ninja, Kakashi thought. Alright, let's see what Mr. Sunshine has to say. Name's Uchiha Sasuke. I don't like anything, and I dislike Naruto and those who are weak. My ambition is to kill a certain man and revive my clan, Sasuke said, his fingers steepled in front of his face. Sakura looked like she was going to faint. Naruto shrugged. I figured as much, Kakashi thought. Well then, that's all for today. Wait, Sensei, what about you? Sakura asked. Mule, as Blondie said earlier, my name is Hade Kakashi. I have many likes and dislikes, but I'm not going to share them with you, and I don't have many ambitions. Now then, I expect you three to meet me at Training Ground 7 at 7 am tomorrow morning for the Genin acceptance test. Oh, and don't bother eating breakfast, it won't be staying down very long. Wait, Genin acceptance test, what are you talking about? I thought we already graduated, Sakura said. That's true, but this test is to make sure that you three have what it takes to be a ninja. I should tell you though that this test has a 66% failure rate, and if you fail, you'll be sent back to the academy. Sakura and Sasuke's sweat dropped while Naruto nodded. Well then, we won't fail, Kakashi-sensei, 'cause I'm not going back to the academy, Naruto said confidently. See you tomorrow, sensei, Sakura-chan, team, he added before vanishing in a streak of yellow light. Naruto woke early the next morning, feeling nervous but confident about Kakashi-sensei's test. After leaving Sakura, Sasuke and Kakashi, Naruto had returned to the Namikaze compound to continue looking over his father's notes. He was surprised to learn that Minato had been Kakashi's sensei and that the test that Minato put his team through was designed to distract and divide the team by saying that they had to get 2 bells from Minato. I wonder if Kakashi-sensei's test is the same one that Toussaint used, Naruto thought. It certainly fits. And if this is the test, Dad said that the purpose of the test is to see how well the team worked together. Naruto left the compound just as the sun was rising over the tops of the trees surrounding the house. He was wearing the same type of clothes as yesterday, dark blue pants and sandals, with a dark green shirt over a black undershirt. He made his way through the village, placing a basic henge on himself to hide his features, his blonde hair now a sandy brown and his ocean blue eyes darkened almost to navy. His distinctive whisker marks were covered. Naruto had learned early on that no one would sell anything to the demon child, or if they did, it was at a horribly inflated price. So Naruto began using a henge to fool the shopkeepers. On the way to the training ground, Naruto bought a couple of apples and other fruits. He knew that Kakashi had said not to eat breakfast, but Naruto also knew that he wouldn't have a chance against the Jonin if he were not at 100%. Naruto Baka, Kakashi-sensei said that we weren't supposed to eat breakfast, Sakura scolded when he arrived. And you believed him, Naruto said sharply. Seriously, Sakura-chan, you're a ninja. Kakashi-sensei is obviously trying to trick us into being at our worst, and besides, from what I've heard, sensei has an annoying habit of showing up late. How would know that? Sasuke demanded. I hear things around the village when I do my pranks, Naruto said evasively. Sasuke narrowed his eyes but nodded. Naruto pulled out 2 apples and passed them to Sakura and Sasuke. We need to be at full strength for whatever Kakashi-sensei has planned for us. Both Sakura and Sasuke were stunned that Naruto had given them food, let alone food that wasn't ramen. Of course, if you two aren't hungry and don't want them, I'll take them back, Naruto said. Just then Sasuke and Sakura's stomachs growled, and they shook their heads quickly. Naruto bit back a chuckle as his 2 teammates devoured the fruit. Thank you, Naruto, Sakura said softly. Sasuke grunted, which Naruto took as thanks as well. You're welcome, Sakura-chan, Sasuke, he said. There was a loud pop and a poof of smoke behind Naruto. What's going on here? Kakashi said sharply. I told you that you couldn't eat breakfast. No, sensei, you said that we shouldn't, Naruto said. And besides, I'm sure that if the test is as hard as you say, we'll need to be at full strength. Well then, I guess if you 3 are at full strength, then I don't have to so easy, Kakashi said with a hidden smile. Sakura gulped, while Naruto and Sasuke looked excited. All right then, you have until noon to get these 2 bells from me. You have to come at me with the intent to kill, or you won't have a chance. And if you don't get a bell, you'll be tied up to one of those stumps and have to watch the others eat lunch. But sensei, there's only 2 bells, Sakura said. That means one of us will get tied up. I suppose it does, Kakashi said nonchalantly. So let's begin. Sasuke and Sakura vanished into the woods. You know that you're supposed to go and hide, Kakashi said, looking at Naruto who hadn't moved. Yeah, well, I'm sure that you know where the others are, Naruto said. And besides, I want to see how good you are. What is that dope doing? Sasuke snorted from his hiding spot. Who's a dope? A voice behind Sasuke whispered. Sasuke whirled around, his hand darting for a kunai. Easy there, Sasuke, it's just me. Naruto, what the hell? Naruto smirked. Come on, Sasuke, we better find Sakura-chan. We have to work together if we want to beat Kakashi-sensei. Sasuke snorted. I don't need your help. Really, Sasuke, you didn't even realize I was behind you, so how can you think that you can beat a Jonin? Naruto said. How are you here? You were facing off against Kakashi, Sasuke snapped. You haven't heard of the Bunshin no Jutsu, the blonde smirked. You can't make clones, the ones you tried at the exam were pathetic. True, but the me out there isn't a normal clone, it's a shadow clone. Shadow clone? Yes, now come on, we need to find Sakura-chan, Naruto said, turning away from Sasuke. The raven-haired boy scowled but followed. So Naruto used a shadow clone to delay me, Kakashi thought as he toyed with the clone. The boy is cleverer than I thought, and to be able to use the shadow clones this well and to make them so durable. Naruto and Sasuke burst through the woods. There you are, Sakura-chan, Naruto cried as they came upon the young girl. Sasuke-kun, Sakura cried, rushing toward the raven-haired boy. Naruto's eyes flashed with hurt as the pink-haired girl threw her arms around Sasuke. What are you doing here, Naruto? We need to work together if we want to have a chance, the blonde said. He suddenly stiffened. Kakashi-sensei just finished toying with my shadow clone, and I have a feeling that he's on his way here. Shadow clones, what's he talking about, Sasuke-kun? Sakura asked. It seems that Naruto has been hiding some things from us, Sasuke said. We're ninja, keeping secrets and deception is in the job description, Naruto said. Now we need to work together, we need to ambush Kakashi-sensei. I can use my clones to cause a distraction. Sasuke, you and Sakura-chan try and get the bells. I'll cover you. Sasuke and Sakura both nodded. Good, now go hide, and when you hear my shout, that's the signal, Naruto said crisply. The other two vanished. Naruto made a cross-hand sign, and two clones appeared, another hand sign, and the two clones took on the appearance of Sakura and Sasuke. You know what to do. Sasuke-kun, do you really think that Naruto really can do the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu? I mean, at the graduation exam, he couldn't even make a decent clone, Sakura said. Yes, I seriously doubt that he can do much of anything, but I'm not going back to the academy, Sasuke growled. And hopefully, he'll keep Kakashi unaware of us so we can get those bells. Right, I'm always with you, Sasuke-kun, Sakura said. Took you long enough to beat my clone Kakashi-sensei, Naruto called out as the Jonin appeared in the clearing. I have to say that I'm somewhat impressed that you can perform the shadow clone jutsu, but I'm not as weak as Mizuki, Kakashi said. True, Naruto conceded. But let's see how you do against the original. Naruto dashed forward, drawing a kunai from his holster, and he threw it at Kakashi. The Jonin lazily dodged it, but Naruto was upon him. The blonde threw a right cross at the silver-haired Jonin, who easily blocked it. Naruto used the momentum to put spinning kick that Kakashi was able to block. Now Sakura-chan, Sasuke, Naruto cried. The other two genin burst out of the woods and sped toward Kakashi, coming from opposite sides. Kakashi made to break away, but Naruto grabbed the Jonin's arm. Oh no, you don't, Kakashi-sensei. Sasuke and Sakura dove toward the Jonin. Poof. Kakashi vanished as Sasuke's fingers brushed against the bells attached to Kakashi's belt. Sasuke slammed into a tree trunk. Substitution, Naruto cried. Sakura and Sasuke burst into smoke, returning to Naruto. He hinged two clones into his teammates, and used them quite effectively, Kakashi mused. Now where are the other two? Right behind you, a smug voice said behind Kakashi. The Jonin leapt away as Sasuke came barreling out of the leaves. Sasuke's flew through a series of hand signs. Gokaku no Jutsu. No genin should be able to perform that jutsu, Kakashi said, his one visible eye widening. A giant fireball sped toward Kakashi, who vanished just before impact. Where'd he go? Down here, a voice said from below Sasuke. A gloved hand burst from the ground and grabbed Sasuke's leg. Doton Shinjuzanshu no Jutsu. Sasuke was dragged underground until only his head was sticking out like a weed. Too bad, Sasuke-chan, Kakashi said with an eye smile. The Uchiha snarled at the Jonin and tried to wiggle himself free. Suddenly Sasuke's head vanished in a cloud of smoke, being replaced by a log. Kawarimi! Kakashi exclaimed. Damn it, Sasuke, where were you and Sakura-chan earlier? Naruto's voice came from the trees. We would have had those bells if you had done your part. Shut it, Dobe, I don't need your help, Sasuke's voice followed. Right, just like you didn't need me to rescue you just now. Would you have rather me leave you looking like a weed with a duck's butt haircut? And where's Sakura-chan? She was supposed to help you. I don't know. I left her in the dust a while ago, Sasuke said. Team, what's the point of working together if you ditch your teammates? I don't need help, I'm an Uchiha, we're the best, Sasuke stated arrogantly. Right, and that's why it only took one person to wipe you guys out, Naruto drawled. What did you say? Sasuke roared. He was about to launch himself at Naruto when there was an explosion of smoke. When it cleared, Naruto found himself alone, and then he heard two shouts coming from the posts where the Team 7 had started. With a sigh, Naruto bounded off toward the screams. When he came flying out of the forest, he saw a sight that nearly sent him to the ground laughing. Sasuke and Sakura were tied up to two of the stumps. Kakashi was standing nearby, his face hidden behind an orange book. Ah, Naruto, nice of you to join us, Kakashi said without looking up. What's going on? Naruto asked. Well, your teammates haven't truly grasped the concept of the test, hence them being tied up. Why isn't the dope tied up? He didn't get a bell either, Sasuke snarled. That's true, but Naruto did manage to understand the purpose of the test, Kakashi said, glaring at the Uchiha heir. And what was the purpose of the test, sensei? Sakura asked. Naruto face-palmed. How could someone so smart be so stupid? Care to explain, Naruto? Kakashi said. The purpose of the test was teamwork, like I said earlier, the blonde genin said. I told you that none of us had a chance against Kakashi-sensei individually, but if we work together, we have had one. He's right. In fact, Naruto, your use of the shadow clone jutsu was very well planned out, as well as using henge to make them look like Sasuke and Sakura. Thanks, sensei. That was the idea, for you two think that we were all attacking at once, while the actual Sasuke and Sakura were supposed to surprise you and be able to get the bells. A well-thought-out plan, Kakashi said. Now since Naruto was able to understand the test and at least attempt to get you two to go along, I've decided to give you one more chance, but if you fail, you are all going back to the academy. And because Sasuke and Sakura didn't trust Naruto, they won't be able to have lunch. Kakashi vanished without another word, leaving Naruto standing in front of the bound Sasuke and Sakura. Naruto looked around before pulling out a kunai from his holster. What are you doing, Naruto? Sakura asked, eyeing the kunai warily. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm cutting you two loose, Naruto said. But Kakashi-sensei said not to, Sakura said. No, he said you two couldn't have lunch, Naruto countered. But that's besides the point, we all need to eat and get back out strength if we want to have a chance. With a quick flick of his wrist, the blonde cut the bonds. The ropes fell to the ground, Sasuke and Sakura stood, rubbing their arms. But Sakura began. Sakura-chan, I know what sensei said, but like I said, we need to be at full strength. Being a ninja means that you do what you have to survive, Naruto said. And besides, I can't let you two hold me back, he added with a smirk, handing the two bentos to Sasuke and Sakura. What about you, Naruto? Sakura asked, looking at the box in her hands. Sasuke had dove right into the bento without sparing a glance at Naruto. Don't worry, Sakura-chan, I've still got some leftovers from breakfast, though if you wouldn't mind being separated from one of those rice balls? Naruto asked, using the puppy dog eye jutsu. Sakura's eye twitched, but she handed over the rice ball. Thanks, Sakura-chan. The pink-haired genin rolled her eyes before digging into her own lunch. What are you doing? Boomed Kakashi as he reappeared behind the three genin, lighting and thunder flashing in the background. I thought I told you two that you wouldn't be getting any lunch. You did, but I gave them mine to make sure that they were at 100%, Naruto said. We're stronger together than we are alone. Sasuke and Sakura looked at Naruto like he had grown a second head. He's taking the fall for us, they both thought. You guys, Kakashi growled, pass, he finished with an eye smile. What? Sasuke and Sakura cried, as Naruto heaved a sigh of relief. You three are the first ones to disobey me about eating lunch, as well as impressing me, Kakashi said. Though Pinky here needs to decide whether or not if she wants to be a ninja. What? Of course, I want to be a ninja, Sakura cried. Yeah, well, you are pathetic, Kakashi said. All you did was run after Amo Boy there, you didn't attempt to help your other teammate when he asked. In fact, you both abandoned your comrade, he finished sternly. Sakura had the grace to look ashamed. Now listen well, you three have been taught the shinobi rules at the academy. Well, those who don't follow the rules are scum, but those who abandon their comrades and friends are worse than scum. Naruto nodded. Sakura went red again, while Sasuke glared at Kakashi with an expression of "You're calling me scum." "Now you have the rest of the day off. We'll meet at the bridge at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for some morning and death training, then in 2 days we'll start missions." "Bye," Kakashi said before vanishing in a puff of smoke. Naruto fell to the ground and heaved another sigh of relief. "That went well," he said, looking at his two teammates. "Whatever, Dobe," Sasuke snorted. "I would have gotten a bell by myself. I didn't need your help." "Just like you didn't need my help getting out of Kakashi-sensei's Doton Jutsu," Naruto said. "Look, you are a talented ninja, but a solo ninja is much weaker than a team of ninja. You want to get strong, work for it. Strength isn't something that's handed out lightly, it must be earned." Sasuke glared at Naruto, who looked calmly back at the Uchiha heir. "Naruto, you said that you could perform the Kage Bunshin. How is that possible? You could barely make a regular clone at the academy," Sakura said. "Well, it didn't help that my instructors were sabotaged me," Naruto muttered. "I can't tell you more than that I trained my ass off and finally got good enough." "But we graduated 3 days ago, you couldn't have improved that much," Sasuke scoffed. "There's no way a dobe like you can perform such a high-level technique." Naruto's eyes narrowed, and stood up. He made a cross-hand sign in front of his chest and cried, "Kage Bunshin no Jutsu." 10 separate Narutos appeared, surrounding the stunned Sasuke and Sakura. "This proof enough for you," the Narutos said in tandem. The other two genin fell to their butts as the clones dispelled. "Now do you believe me?" Naruto asked sarcastically. "Look, I'm going to get something to eat before heading home. Would you two like to come along?" Sasuke huffed and turned away. "Sakura-chan, this isn't a date," Naruto said. "I'm asking my teammate if she'd like to get some food and get to know each other better. We'll be working together." Sakura bit her lip. She didn't know whether to accept or not. Ever since she had started the academy, Naruto had been asking her out almost daily, but she had always shot him down. "Sasuke-kun is the only one I love," she thought. "This could be just another stunt." "Maybe, but Naruto's changed since the exam and he's pretty cute without the orange," inner Sakura chided. "What?" Sakura cried. "Since when do I think Naruto is cute?" "Well, since now," inner Sakura chided. "Sakura-chan, are you alright?" Naruto's voice cut through Sakura's musing. "You kind of spaced out there." "Stop that, Naruto," Sakura snapped, grabbing Naruto's hand, which had been waving in front of her face. "Sorry, Sakura-chan, so do you want to get something to eat?" "I guess, but this isn't a date, and you have to answer some of my questions. Oh, and don't tell me it's ramen." Naruto's face fell. "Well, where would you like to go?" he asked, trying to cover up his feeling of dread. Sakura blinked. This wasn't the overly confident and brash Naruto that she knew from the academy or this new, calm, collected Naruto that she had met today. There was something in Naruto's eyes that she had never seen before, fear. "Naruto, are you alright?" Sakura asked. "Yeah, I'm fine," Naruto said, with a broad smile. But Sakura noticed that the smile was forced, it didn't light up his eyes. His bright blue eyes, she thought. "There's a new place that just opened up, we could go there," Sakura said, ignoring her inner comment about Naruto's eyes. "Okay," Naruto said brightly. "Lead the way." Sakura watched Naruto as they made their way to the restaurant, barely listening to Naruto ramble on about something. As they walked down the street, she noticed that most of the people they passed either avoided them or shot Naruto hate-filled glares. There were whispers of demon, devil child, and murderer. Sakura was sure that Naruto heard these as well, but he just ignored it, though she noticed Naruto's eyes seemed to tighten. "Here we are, Naruto," Sakura said as they reached the restaurant. It was a small tea shop. "Come on," she told Naruto. Naruto followed Sakura into the shop, with a healthy bit of trepidation. Sakura found a couple of seats, while Naruto slinked in behind her and sat down, keeping his head down. "What's wrong, Naruto?" Sakura asked. "Nothing, Sakura-chan, just feel a bit out of my element," Naruto said. "What do you mean?" "I usually don't go to this type of store," Naruto said. "Why not?" Naruto took a deep breath before saying, "Sakura-chan, I'm sure you noticed the looks that I was getting from the villagers while we walked over here." She nodded. "Well, let's just say I only eat ramen because that's all I can get." "What do you mean?" "Hi there, what can I get for you today?" a waitress asked, though she trailed off when she spotted Naruto, who looked down. "Can I get some green tea and pocky?" Sakura asked. "Of course," the waitress said. She turned to leave. "Wait, you didn't get Naruto's order," Sakura said. Naruto grimaced. It's okay, Sakura-chan, Naruto said softly. We don't serve him here, the waitress snarled. Sakura was taken aback. What do you mean? Naruto is a ninja of the village, why won't you serve him? Sakura-chan, it's okay, Naruto whispered. I'm not really hungry, it's fine. I'll just go and I'll see you tomorrow. Naruto rose from the table, pulled out his wallet, which was a green frog, placed a couple of ryo on the table and walked out. Sakura watched her blonde-haired teammate walk out of the shop, before turning back to the waitress, who had a smug smile on her face. What was that about? She cried. Why wouldn't you serve him? Sure, Naruto is annoying, and a bit of an idiot, but that's no reason to treat him like that. You don't know what you're talking about, the waitress sneered. That boy is a demon, he is the bane of the village and should have been killed when he was born. We will never serve his kind her, now either sit down and shut up, or get out. Sakura glared at the waitress, stood up, grabbed the money that Naruto had left, and stormed off. Yeah, go run after him, you demon whore, someone yelled after her. Sakura froze in the doorway and looked over her shoulder. The shop went silent, as the room was flooded with Sakura's killing intent. Most of the people in the shop were civilians, so there were quite a few shivers and people falling to their knees. Sakura spun off and vanished, looking in vain for her blonde-haired teammate. Naruto had vanished. The next morning found Team 7 waiting for their sensei again at the same training ground that they had met the previous morning. Naruto was reading from a scroll, Sasuke was off brooding, and Sakura was switching her gaze between the two boys. The previous day had opened Sakura's eyes. She had known that the majority of the village didn't very well like Naruto, but she didn't know why. She remembered playing with Naruto before they went to the academy, but once she had told her parents about the cute blonde boy with whiskers that had saved her from bullies, they immediately told her not to associate with that boy. She hadn't asked why, they were her parents, and they knew what was best. So she began playing with Ino after the blonde had saved her from some other bullies. And with Ino, she had grown attracted to Sasuke, like the majority of the girls her age. Looking back, she wasn't really sure why she was attracted to Sasuke. Sure, he was cute, on the verge of becoming extremely handsome with his dark hair, eyes, and aloof attitude. Her mother had told Sakura about the Uchiha massacre 5 years previous, how Sasuke was the only survivor, and that he would need plenty of love and attention. Sakura was brought out of her thoughts by the appearance of Kakashi in a poof of smoke, one hand raised in greeting. Yo, the tardy Jonin said with an eye smile. You're late, Naruto and Sakura cried together. Sasuke just grunted at the appearance of the one-eyed Jonin. Well, there was this old woman, Kakashi began, but Naruto cut him off. Give it a rest, sensei, the blonde said, not even looking up from his scroll. Can we just get started? Well then, if you're all so eager to begin, let's start by going over each other's skills, Kakashi said. What are you talking about, sensei? Sakura asked. I mean, what can each of you do, Kakashi answered. We're a team for the foreseeable future, so we'll need to know each other's strengths and weaknesses. But didn't our academy scores show those? True, those were good overviews, but for some they were outdated, the silver-haired Jonin said, looking at Naruto. Since we have a couple of days before our team is on active duty, we'll use it to train and to better acquainted with our skills. Naruto and Sakura nodded while Sasuke grunted. Good, now who wants to go first? Kakashi asked. I'll go, Naruto said. Well, I guess my biggest skills are my shadow clones, my stamina, and actually that's it. I've been looking over some scrolls of mine, and trying to get my taijutsu up as well. Oh, and I'd also say my stealth skills are pretty good. Sasuke scoffed. Something you wish to add, Sasuke? Kakashi asked. The dope doesn't know the meaning of stealth, the raven-haired boy sneered. Kakashi hid a frown behind his mask, while Sakura bristled. Naruto, however, didn't react, just returned to reading his scroll. Well then, how do you explain me being able to paint the Hokage monument in broad daylight? Naruto asked, without looking up. In bright orange jumpsuit, and then I was able to evade Chunin, Jonin, and even some ANBU, until Irika-sensei found me. I still want to know how he does it, he's always the one who finds me. Kakashi grinned behind his mask, as Sasuke's mouth fell open for a split second, then returned to his sneering. There's no way a dobe like you could evade ANBU, they're the elite, well second to the Uchiha, Sasuke said. Naruto and Kakashi rolled their eyes at the young man, while Sakura stared, wide-eyed at Sasuke. Was he always this arrogant and stuck up, Sakura thought. I mean, sure, the Uchiha were a very powerful clan, but then against it only took one person to wipe them out. All right then, Mr. Elite, what can you do? Kakashi said. Is this kid really Obito's cousin? My skills are my expertise in the Uchiha clan's taijutsu style, my expertise with Katan jutsus, and once my Sharingan awakens, I'll be unbeatable, Sasuke said arrogantly. Right then, okay Pinky, your turn. Well, I guess my best skills are my mind and my chakra control, Sakura said. Kakashi nodded. Good, now what about weaknesses, or things that you feel you need to work on? Kakashi asked. Weaknesses, the Uchiha don't have any weaknesses, Sasuke scoffed. I think we found one, Kakashi thought. Well, I'm not perfect like the team there, Naruto said. But my weakness is my chakra control. I freely admit that I'm horrible at it. My control problems are only offset by the fact that I have the most chakra of anyone in our class. More likely, I have more chakra than anyone except for Gigi in the entire village, he finished in his mind. Kakashi nodded. He probably has more chakra than his entire class combined. And from his file, he can't do the bunshin, but like he said, that's more due to his control, not technique. There's no way a clan-less orphan has more chakra than an elite Uchiha, Sasuke cried. Naruto narrowed his eyes. If it wasn't for my promise to Gigi, you wouldn't be thinking that. Look team, you don't know who my parents were. I doubt anyone here truly knows who they were, so for all we know I could be the son of the 4th Hokage, or something, Naruto said. Silence fell over Team 7 like a wave. None of them could tell if Naruto was being serious or not. Kakashi was looking at the blonde genin with a narrowed eye, while Sasuke and Sakura were looking at Naruto with gaping mouths. A snort broke the silence, and then harsh laughter followed. It was Sasuke. Come on Dobe, do you really expect us to believe that you're the son of a great ninja like the 4th, when you can barely throw a kunai properly? The sound of metal whizzing through the air, then a soft thud followed Sasuke's jeer. 2.5 sets of eyes were staring at a quivering kunai that had lodged itself in the ground right between Sasuke's legs. How was that team? Did I throw it right? Naruto asked sweetly. What the? I didn't even see the kid move, Kakashi thought. When did Naruto get so fast? Sakura thought. And what was that about him being the son of the 4th? He can't, can he? Ha Dobe, you missed, Sasuke sneered, even though he was trembling ever so slightly. Who said I was aiming to end your chances of continuing the Uchiha clan? Naruto retorted with an ice-cold glare. Kakashi froze. That look, he thought. It's just like the one sensei had before he had to kill someone. But Naruto can't know that he's sensei's son, can he? Realization struck Kakashi faster than a kunai. He never said that he didn't know who his parents were, only that Sasuke, Sakura and possibly I didn't. But how did he figure it out? Naruto saw Kakashi start out of the corner of his eye. He turned his head to lock eyes with the Jonin, and gave a tiny nod. Okay, moving on. Sakura, what do you feel is your biggest weakness? Kakashi asked, trying to steer the conversation back into safer waters. It's probably my lack of stamina. I was exhausted yesterday, and I didn't really do anything. Also, while my chakra control is very good, that's only because I don't have a lot of chakra to begin with, the pink-haired girl said. Kakashi smiled. There might be hope for you yet, Haruno Sakura, he thought. All right then. Now why do you think I asked for your weaknesses or areas of improvement? It was Sakura who answered. Because sensei, you wanted us to know what our limitations are. Also, this made us think about our skills and what we need to do to get better. Correct. And I think that Naruto has the right idea for our first training exercise. Chakra control, Kakashi said. Now I'm sure you've all done those control exercises where you try and stick a leaf to your forehead with only chakra. He got 2 nods and an HN from Sasuke. Well then, we're going to learn how to climb trees. Climb trees, Sasuke scoffed. What's the point? We can all climb trees, even the Dobe. Hell, he probably lives in a tree. A chill fell over the clearing as Naruto's hackles rose. Sasuke, that's enough, Kakashi barked, glaring at the Uchiha, who just smirked back. You'll be climbing trees without using your hands. What do you mean? Sakura asked. Let me show you, the Jonin said, getting to his feet. He walked over to the base of a tree and paused, making a hand sign. Then he placed a foot on the trunk and proceeded to walk up the tree. Just like that, Kakashi said, hanging upside down from a branch halfway up the trunk. So cool, Naruto said, a gleam showing in his eye. Take these kunai and mark your spot, then try and surpass it the next time, Kakashi said, throwing 3 kunai at the genin's feet. Now there are 2 ways of starting this exercise. You can get a running start, or you can lay down at the base of the tree with your feet against the trunk and start that way. Now the point of this is to help you learn to channel your chakra. Your feet are the hardest place to do this since they're the farthest point from your center. Now you need to channel the right amount of chakra. Too much, and you get pushed off, too little and you won't stick to the trunk. Naruto and Sakura nodded, while Sasuke huffed. The three genin made their way to separate trees. Sasuke began by racing toward his tree. He made it up 5 steps before his foot slipped. Quickly he slashed a line in the trunk before back-flipping to the ground. Naruto lied down at the base of the tree, putting his feet against the trunk. Closing his eyes, he channeled some chakra into the soles of his feet until he could feel them stick to the trunk. Grinning, he took an experimental step, once again feeling his chakra draw his foot to the trunk like a magnet. Slowly, he began making his way up the trunk, pausing with every step to make sure his footing was secure. "Come on, slow pokes," a girl's voice called from a third tree. Sakura was sitting on a branch about 30 feet off the ground. "This is easy." "Well, it looks like our pink-haired Kunoichi is the closest to becoming Hokage, and maybe the elite Uchiha isn't so elite," Kakashi said. Sasuke alternated glaring at Sakura and Kakashi. Sakura was glaring at Kakashi for putting her in the spotlight. "Don't say that, Kakashi-sensei," Sakura cried. "I mean, I'm exhausted just from climbing this high." "Okay, well then, Sakura, rest up there until you've regained enough chakra to walk down, then keep going." "Why?" "You need to enlarge your chakra reserves, and this exercise will do that," Kakashi said. "Oh," Sakura said, looking mollified. Getting to her feet, she channeled her chakra into the soles of her feet and began making her way down the trunk. She could feel her chakra being drained with each step. Suddenly, she felt the remainder of her chakra leave her and her grip dropped. "Aie!" Sakura screamed as her mind went blank. She saw the ground rushing up to meet her, the last thing she was ever going to see. "Gotcha, Sakura-chan," a familiar voice said. Sakura opened her eyes. She wasn't looking into the cold, hard earth. No, she was looking into the clear blue eyes of Naruto. "You gave us quite a scare there, Sakura," Kakashi said. "Naruto moved faster than even I did. All I saw was this blonde shimmer," the silver-haired Jonin thought. "He can't know the flying thunder god, can he?" "Naruto, you can let Sakura down now, unless there's something you aren't telling us," Kakashi said with an eye smile. Both genin blushed, while also a trickle of blood seeped from Naruto's nose as he realized how he had caught Sakura. One hand was supporting her legs just below her, but while the other was supporting her upper body with his hand resting just to the side of her breast. "Naruto baka!" Sakura cried, leaping out of his arms and planting her fist into the back of Naruto's head, sending him into the dirt. She turned away, hiding the blush that had rebloomed on her face, as she remembered the feel of Naruto's arms holding her. "This is Naruto baka I'm thinking about. I love Sasuke-kun," Sakura thought. "Maybe, but Sasuke didn't come catch us," Sakura said. "He didn't even look over." "Gomen, Sakura-chan," Naruto said, rubbing the lump on his head as he stood up. Sakura felt guilt settle in her stomach as she realized that she had overreacted. "No, Naruto, I'm sorry. I overreacted. You saved me and I hit you. Thank you for saving me," she said. "It's okay, Sakura-chan," Naruto said, flashing a bright smile. "Why don't you take a break and get something to eat? You'll be able to recover some chakra. Here, I've some rations if you want some." Sakura blinked. Since when does Naruto eat anything other than ramen, she wondered. "It's not ramen, is it?" she asked. Naruto chuckled, which made Sakura feel warm. "No, it's not. Can't really seal ramen in a storage scroll," he said. Naruto reached into his pack and pulled out a scroll. "You know sealing? How, that's not taught at the academy?" Sasuke asked. "I picked it up around. I'm sure not everything you know is taught at the academy," Naruto said. "And I'm only a beginner." He truly is Sensei's son, learning sealing at his age, alone, Kakashi thought. "All right, let's take a break for lunch," he said. Naruto grinned. He made a hand sign and with a puff of smoke, a pile of fruit and other rations appeared. He picked up an apple and took a bite. "Dig in, there's plenty," Naruto said. Sakura took an apple while Kakashi politely declined in favor of his own rations. Sasuke glared at Naruto and stormed off by himself. "Naruto, how do you know this?" "Sasuke-kun is right, we didn't learn any of this at the academy?" Sakura asked. "Yeah, well, you'd be surprised at what people throw out. Also, when I found out that the fourth Hokage was a master at sealing, and he's the man I want to surpass, so I decided to learn it," Naruto said, inwardly cringing at his slip. Sakura didn't seem to have noticed, but Kakashi narrowed his one visible eye. "So he does know. I wonder how he found out," Kakashi thought. "There's no way a dobe like you could ever surpass the fourth," Sasuke scoffed from his spot across the clearing. Naruto was instantly on his feet. Whatever team, I will surpass all the previous Hokage when I become Hokage, he declared, his eyes bright and determined. Kakashi hid a grin behind his mask. Oh Kushine-chan, he is most definitely your son. And he might just do it. HN, the Uchiha grunted. Naruto glared at the raven-haired boy before pulling a scroll from his pouch and opened it. What's that? Sakura asked. A scroll I found about seals, Naruto said evasively. Team 7 spent the rest of the day training, chakra control as well as light sparring. It was nearly 5 p.m. when Kakashi called an end to the day. Alright, let's call it a day, Kakashi said. Tomorrow, we have out last day before we start taking missions. We'll meet at the bridge again at 7 a.m. Ja any. He vanished without another word. Sasuke followed suit while Sakura looked on despondently. See you later, Sakura-chan, Naruto said as he finished packing up his equipment. Wait, Naruto, she cried. Naruto turned to face her. I want to ask you about yesterday. Why did you leave the restaurant? Why wouldn't they serve you? Your pranks couldn't have been that bad. Sakura-chan, I can't really say much. I don't know exactly what I did to make the village hate me, but it wasn't because of my pranks. Sure, they might have annoyed some people, but I would never purposely hurt anyone with them, he said. Then why do the villagers seem to hate you so much? Sakura pressed. I'm sorry, Sakura-chan, but I can't tell you. Look, you better get home, I'll see you tomorrow. But Naruto, Sakura began, but Naruto vanished before she could continue. The pink-haired genin admitted defeat for now. I will find you out, Naruto, she thought. Naruto was hightailing it back to the Namikaze estate. He knew that he had dodged a bullet with Sakura regarding the Kyuubi, but he also knew that she wouldn't let this go. Kakashi-sensei suspects that I know about my parents. Maybe I can ask him about Tusan since he was Kakashi's sensei. Naruto entered the house and began looking for a scroll that had caught his eye the previous night that he hadn't had time to look through. It was one of his father's, called Training Tips. There you are, Naruto said, finding the scroll where he had left it, on his nightstand. Unfurling the scroll, Naruto found the part about resistance seals. Minato had always been praised for his speed, and here was his secret. The resistance seal was one that acted like a full-body gravity seal. It made seem that the wearer was moving through water or mud depending on the level. By pumping chakra into the seal, Naruto could control the level. This training method was actually threefold: speed, strength, and control. By using the seal, Naruto could train in all these aspects at once. I'll start using the seal tomorrow, Naruto decided. I need to practice writing it before I draw it on the seal paper I'll be using. And that's what he did. Naruto spent the next 3 hours practicing writing the seal on different pieces of paper while he had several dozen clones work on chakra control. He knew from reading his father's notes that it was possible to overload the seal, which would up the level too quickly for his body to adjust, which could kill him. Naruto fell asleep, while his clones continued working on the seal and chakra control. Morning found Naruto up at the crack of dawn preparing to place the resistance seal on his chest. His clones had spent the night practicing, and after regaining the combined memories and experiences of nearly 30 clones, he was ready. Dipping his brush into the ink, Naruto took a deep breath before using sure and practiced strokes, and quickly constructed the seal. It only took 2 minutes, but it felt longer for Naruto as he needed to make sure he didn't make a mistake. Placing the seal on his chest, Naruto challenged some chakra into the seal. Immediately, Naruto felt as if something was pulling him down. He tried moving his arm, but it felt like he was moving through wet sand. It worked. Good thing it's only on level 1 or I wouldn't be able to move, Naruto said. But I want to see if I can increase it a level a week. After a breakfast of eggs and ramen, Naruto pulled on his outfit and left the compound. Even after just getting to the top of the Hokage monument, Naruto could feel the resistance making it extremely difficult to fully move. He felt as if something was both pulling his body down as well as if there was a strong focused wind pushing against him. Naruto, you're late, Sakura cried when Naruto reached Team 7 meeting place. Gomen, Sakura-chan, my alarm didn't go off. And besides, how can I be late if Kakashi-sensei isn't even here yet, Naruto said. Sakura paused. Still, we said we'd meet at 7 a.m., and we should be on time even if sensei is late, Sakura said. Right, Sasuke-kun? HN, Sasuke grunted. Naruto rolled his eyes. So what training do you think we're doing today? He asked. I hope it's not more chakra control exercises. Well, you need it, Sasuke said. You said yourself that you sucked at it. Naruto bristled. Yeah, I did, but considering how much we did yesterday, and what I did last night, I want a break. What did you do last night? Sakura asked. I used my clones to help me with my control, Naruto said. What can clones do to help you? Sakura asked. Well, everything you learn with the clones, you get their memories. That's why they make ideal recon or scouting aids. What do you mean? Sasuke asked. Everything that my clones learn, I learn when they dispel, though the memory backlash is pretty rough. Teach me, Sasuke demanded. What? Teach me the Shadow Clone Jutsu. No. What? I'm an Uchiha, you should be honored that I'm asking you the honor or teaching me. I said no. And you're not asking, you're demanding that I teach you. Besides, you don't have the chakra to perform the technique, maybe in a couple of years. A shadow clone splits your chakra evenly between the clones, it's a kenjutsu for a reason. Sasuke fumed and reached for a kunai, but froze when he felt the cold sting of another kunai at his neck. Do you really want to try that? Naruto growled. A shadow clone was behind Sasuke with the kunai at Sasuke's neck. When did he create a shadow clone? Sasuke thought. There was a poof of smoke and Kakashi appeared to that sight. What's going on? He asked. Team here demanded that I teach him the Kage Bunshin, but I told him that he doesn't have the chakra reserves for it, Naruto said. I'm an Uchiha, I should be able to learn these high-powered jutsus, Sasuke cried. Kakashi looked up at the sky as if to ask for guidance. Sasuke, Naruto is right, the Jonin said. You don't have enough chakra to perform the Kage Bunshin. Maybe in time you will. So what are we going to do today, sensei? Sakura asked. Well, since we did chakra control yesterday, today we'll be working on taijutsu, with some sparring, Kakashi said. Naruto grinned. Here was a chance for him to beat up the duck head, and get away with it. I'll have to take it easy though. I don't know how much the resistance seal I put on will affect me, Naruto thought. Naruto, why don't you and Sasuke get warmed up, while I talk with Sakura, Kakashi said. Sasuke sneered at Naruto. Read to lose, dope? The raven-haired boy said. Don't know, team, hasn't happened yet, Naruto retorted. Sasuke narrowed his eyes and launched himself at Naruto as soon as they were ready. Naruto made to block, but the seal he had placed on his body made his body feel sluggish. Naruto was able to deflect most of Sasuke's strike, though this was again because of the seal. Is that all you can do, dope? Sasuke sneered. I mean, this is pathetic, but coming from a clanless nobody, I've never heard of a clan called Uzumaki. Naruto gritted his teeth but remained silent. Easy, Naruto, he's trying to make you angry and succeeding. But if I get angry, I can't focus. Stay calm and focus. Naruto's eyes hardened into icy chips and he settled into the taijutsu style of his mother's clan, the current of the whirlpool. Where did he learn that stance? Kakashi pondered. That's Kusanichin style. What style is that? I don't recognize it, Sasuke thought. But it doesn't matter, that dead last will never beat me. Suddenly Naruto surged forward, like shot out of a cannon. Sasuke smirked and advanced as well. The raven-haired boy threw a lightning quick punch at the blonde boy, but to Sasuke's shock, Naruto easily dodged the blow, grabbed Sasuke's outstretched wrist, and using the boy's own momentum, hurled him across the field. Sasuke was so stunned that he didn't even try to recover, not that it mattered as Naruto was on him in a second. Pain filled Sasuke's mind as he felt fists, elbows, knees and feet connect with his body. Kakashi and Sakura were stunned. Either had seen Naruto move with such grace and fluidity. Naruto moved like water, effortlessly dodging Sasuke's attacks, while striking like a maelstrom, swift and unpredictably. A minute later it was over. Sasuke had collapsed to the ground, bruises quickly appearing on his face and arms, while Naruto was standing above him, sweating slightly and a couple of bruises on his forearms and one on his cheek. Okay, I think that's enough for today, Kakashi said. Sakura, I want you to review the Academy's taijutsu katas until you can do them without thinking, then work on your chakra reserves by doing the tree walking exercise some more. But sensei, Sakura began. Not now, Sakura. I promise I'll help you tomorrow, but I need to get Sasuke looked at. I can help you, Sakura-chan, Naruto said as he walked over. I'm still having some problems with my chakra control, so if you could give me some tips that would be great. Okay, Naruto, Sakura said. Great, then I'll see you both tomorrow here at 9 a.m., Kakashi said before vanishing in a swirl of leaves with a barely conscious Sasuke. Naruto, what did you do to Sasuke-kun? Sakura asked. I beat him in a friendly spar. Why? The blonde said. Baka, I know that. But what was that taijutsu style? That wasn't something we were taught at the academy. It's a style that I found in a scroll. I tried it out, and it felt more natural than what they taught you at the academy. Sakura nodded. Anyway, Sakura-chan, was there something else you wanted? Naruto asked. No, I'll see you tomorrow, she said. By Sakura-chan, Naruto called as the pink-haired girl walked off. Once she had vanished, Naruto summoned 50 clones. Alright, half of you will be working on Hand Seal's speed, while the rest of you will be working on our taijutsu style. Now get to work! Yash! 50 Narutos cried. It was almost dark when the clones were all exhausted. Naruto was breathing heavily, hands on his knees. Alright, dispel 5 at a time at 1-minute intervals, Naruto commanded. He didn't want to be overwhelmed by the memory backlash. 10 minutes later, all of Naruto's clones had dispersed, and Naruto was sifting through the memories when he felt someone approach. Hello, Kakashi-sensei, the blonde said. Naruto. How's the team? Kakashi hid a smirk. He'll be fine, though he is wondering how you managed to beat him. Naruto snorted. Well, he can try to figure it out. Was there something else you wanted to talk to me about? Actually, yes, Naruto, what do you know about the 4th Hokage? That's quite a loaded question, Kakashi-sensei, Naruto replied. How so? Well, considering the 4th was arguably the greatest ninja since ever, Naruto said. What would you like to know about him? Do you want to know that he was the genin student of Jiraiya of the Sannin? Or how he became your sensei during the 3rd Shinobi War? How he garnered the moniker Yellow Flash when he wiped out an entire IWA army by using the Haraishin? What about how he became the only ninja to ever reach the SS rank and flee on sight order in the bingo book? Or how he became the youngest Kage ever? Or even how he sacrificed himself to seal the Kyuubi in his newborn son? Kakashi's visible eye widened at the final question. So you do know? He asked quietly. Yes, I know that I am Namake's Uzumaki Naruto, son of the Yondaime Hokage, Namake's Minato, and Uzumaki Kushina, the Whirlpool's red-haired maelstrom. Kakashi sighed and sat down next to Naruto. How did you find out? He asked. Naruto snorted. Come on, I'm not that much of an idiot. I'm surprised that the villagers haven't put the pieces together. I look just like him without the whiskers. The villagers probably don't want to realize that you are Sensei's son, Kakashi sighed. Yeah, they only see me as the demon child, so they are in denial about the obvious. Naruto, what truly is your dream? Kakashi asked. I noticed that you seemed like you wanted to say something more when I asked, also that almost slipped when you were talking about Fuinjutsu. Caught that, didn't you, Inu-san? Naruto chuckled. Don't look so surprised, sensei. I knew about Gigi's order to have me followed by ANBU since I was 5. And ANBU standards have been slipping for the last few years. I mean, isn't chasing me around the village sort of like a rite of passage for the newbies? Kakashi chuckled. I guess I can see that. But you didn't answer my question. My dream is to become Hokage, protect this village and its people with my life if need be, and to surpass my father. Kakashi hid a smile at Naruto's answer. Sensei, do you think my parents would be proud of me? Naruto asked softly. Yes, Naruto, I think they would be extremely proud of you. You embody them both so much. Thank you, Sensei. Of course, Naruto, now I think it's time for you to be heading home. We start missions tomorrow, Kakashi said. Okay, good night, Sensei, Naruto said before vanishing in a swirl of light. That wasn't the flying thunder god, that was Shunshin but faster. Sensei, Kushin and Achan, you both would be so proud of your son. He might just surpass all those before him. The next morning found Team 7 waiting for Kakashi to arrive. Naruto was sitting on the bridge, a Fuinjutsu scroll in his lap, while Sasuke was shooting him flares of barely suppressed rage and jealousy, while Sakura was sneaking looks at Sasuke and looking around for Kakashi. Yo! Kakashi said, appearing in a puff of smoke. You're late! Naruto and Sakura cried, fingers pointing at him. Yeah, sorry, I was on my way here when I realized. Lair! Sakura cried. But I didn't even finish, Kakashi said. It doesn't matter, Sasuke said. Let's just get our missions done. Team 7 and Kakashi, who was crying anime tears, made their way to the mission hall. They entered the hall and saw the other rookie genin teams waiting with their senseis. Sasuke-kun! Ino cried. There you are. Back off, Ino pig, Sakura growled. Naruto ignored the two girls' antics and walked over to where Shikamaru and Choji were standing, Ino's teammates. What's up? Nothing much, Naruto, Choji said between mouthfuls of chips. Troublesome, muttered the Nara heir. So have you decided to finally take things seriously? Naruto smirked. Never could put anything past you, but yeah, it's time for the world to see what the dead last can do, he muttered back. Naruto baka, come on, Sakura cried. I don't know how you can stand that troublesome girl, Shikamaru said as Naruto pushed himself off the wall. Well, you learn to tune it out after a while, he said as he followed his teammates and Sensei into the Mission Dispersal Office, MDO. Ah, Team 7 welcome, the Hokage said. So are you all ready for your first mission? Pfft, mission you mean chores, GG, Naruto thought. Ah, here we go, the Hokage said, handing the mission scroll to Kakashi, who opened it. Well, right off the bat we get the Tora retrieval mission, the Jonin said. I wonder who has the record. Record, Sensei? Sakura asked. It seems that the Fire Daimyo's cat has escaped again, and we've been asked to retrieve him. What? We're supposed to find a missing cat, Naruto cried. Oh, don't be so quick to judge Tora, that cat is the bane of all genin teams. We have a board that has the times for the fastest recovery, the Hokage said, chuckling. He pointed off to the side. Naruto looked over and saw a plague that had the title Tora retrieval times above it. Naruto walked over and read off the record time. 3 hours 26 minutes and 47 seconds, by Team 7, led by Jonin Namikaze with Hatake Kakashi, Uchiha Obito and Izuna Rin, Naruto said. So your team holds the record, Kakashi-sensei? That's right, Kakashi said. That cat is really tricky, I'm amazed that he's still around. Well then, Naruto-kun, do you want this mission or is it too easy for you? The Hokage said. Naruto narrowed his eyes at the old man. I know what you're doing, Gigi, and it's working. All right, old man, I guess Konoha's next Hokage can take this one. I mean, if a team led by the 4th Hokage took almost 4 hours to do this, we'll be able to beat that record, Naruto said. Naruto baka, show the Hokage some respect, Sakura cried. But I always call him that because he is old, Naruto said. And he's like my grandfather. Hiruzen felt his chest contract at Naruto's words. Thank you, Naruto, that's very kind of you. Naruto blushed and rubbed the back of his head in embarrassment. Well, you always said that the Hokage is like the father of the village, but you're too old to just be a dad, so you're the grandfather. Kakashi, Sakura, Sasuke and Iruka all sweat dropped at Naruto's words. The Hokage, however, laughed deeply. Ah, Naruto, you never cease to amaze me, Hiruzen said. So then are you going to become the father of this village? Believe it, Naruto said, confidence shining in his eyes. Everyone in the room could feel that he would do whatever it took to achieve his dream. Naruto, Sakura whispered. She had never seen someone so confident in themselves. Confidence was something that Sakura had had trouble with. She wasn't from a ninja clan like Sasuke or Ino, nor did she have a lot of chakra like Naruto. All she had was her brain and chakra control. Kakashi smiled at the blonde genin. This kid is truly something special, the Jonin thought. He doesn't back down, and there's this aura about him that makes you feel that he can achieve anything. All right then, it seems that we have a cat to catch, Kakashi said. Team 7 followed their sensei out the door, leaving Iruka and the Hokage in the MDO alone. He really has grown, Iruka said. That he has, Iruka-kun, the Hokage said. And I won't be surprised if he does take the hat someday and surpass his father. How are we supposed to find this cat? He could be anywhere, Sakura said as Team 7 made their way outside the Hokage Tower. There's only 4 of us, we can't cover the whole village. I think you're forgetting something, Sakura-chan, Naruto said. We have an entire army at our disposal. What are you talking about, Dobe? Sasuke sneered. Tajukage Bunshin no Jutsu, Naruto cried. There was an explosion of smoke and all around them, around 100 Narutos were now staring at the other members of Team 7 and Kakashi. How is this possible? Sakura asked. Sasuke looked stuck between awed and furious. How can this clan-less Dobe produce so many clones, he fumed. Even Kakashi was stunned. I've never seen so many solid clones, even Minato-sensei couldn't do this much, the one-eyed Jonin thought. All right, you all know what to do, Naruto called to his army. Go in pairs, when you've found the cat, corner it, and have one dispel so we can find you. Yash! Scatter! Naruto cried, and with a slash of his arm, the clones vanished. Turning back to his teammates and sensei, he saw their shocked looks and grinned sheepishly. I hope that's not cheating, sensei. Kakashi had to use all his self-control to not fall to the ground laughing. No, Naruto, I don't think it is, though I don't think there are many, if any, genins can use the shadow clone jutsu like you can, Kakashi said. Naruto chuckled. Probably not, he said. Just then he stiffened. Gotcha, come on, one of my clones found Tora over by the Nara compound. He sprinted off without another word. Sasuke and Sakura looked at Kakashi, who gave them a nice smile before vanishing in a swirl of leaves. The two genin growled before leaping off after their hyperactive teammate and tardy, perverted sensei. Nice of you two to join us, Naruto said as Sasuke and Sakura appeared. Kakashi was also there, his face hidden by his Ika book. Well, where is the cat? Sasuke asked. You said that you had caught it. No, I said that a clone had found him. But that cat is wily, he was able to evade my clone's attempt to grab him. I need your help, Naruto said. Sasuke scoffed. Dobe, can't even catch a cat. Hey, if it wasn't for Naruto, we wouldn't even know where to start, Sakura said. Naruto turned to Sakura in amazement. She just stood up for me, to the team to boot, he thought. All right, calm down, Kakashi said. Even he was surprised that Sakura had defended Naruto. Here, he handed the three genin a radio. Use these to keep in contact. Naruto, Sakura and Sasuke put the radios on and leapt off. Scarecrow here, distance to target? Kakashi's voice crackled through the radio. Fox here, 5 meters. Blossom here, 8 meters. Sasuke, 12 meters. Come again, didn't catch that, Naruto said, his voice laced with amusement. Hell no, I'm not using that name. Why did Naruto get to choose the codenames? Sasuke snapped. Because he was the one who found Tora in the first place, DB, Kakashi said. Naruto snickered while Sakura had to stifle a giggle. Don't call me that, Sasuke snapped. Whatever, DB, next time you can pick the codenames, Naruto said. I'm in position, Scarecrow. This is Blossom, I'm ready to go as well. Right, go, Kakashi barked. Naruto, Sakura and Sasuke burst through the brush toward the dusty brown cat with a red ribbon on its ear. The cat, Tora, screeched as he bolted off out of sight. Naruto grinned as he sent the mental command to his clones to tighten the net. Gotcha! Naruto cried as he leapt over a fence, surprising the feisty feline that had been cornered by a pair of his clones. The cat made to escape by darting between the clones and the original, but Naruto was just quick enough to catch the cat before it could slip through a crack in the fence. Naruto handed the cat to a clone before touching the mic of his radio. This is Fox, target has been captured, repeat, I've got the cat. Good job, Naruto, confirm that the target has a red ribbon on his left ear, Kakashi said. That's confirmed, it's Tora, Naruto said. Well then, we better get going if we want to set that record, Kakashi said. Hey Sakura-chan, you want to hold him, Naruto said, holding the struggling cat in front of him. I don't think Tora liked me very much. Okay, Sakura said. Naruto handed Tora over, who immediately calmed. Oh, you're good kitty, aren't you? She cooed at the now purring cat. Naruto glared at the cat. Now what's the difference between me and Sakura-chan? He asked to no one in particular. Probably because she's not a dog, Sasuke grunted. Sakura looked at him, blushing at the compliment. No matter how pathetic she is, Sasuke continued. Sakura looked down at the put-down. Shut up, team, Sakura-chan isn't pathetic, she's the one who got tree walking down first and she's smarter than you, so much for the great Uchiha clan, Naruto snapped. Sasuke spun around, his onyx eyes flashing dangerously. What did you say? He snarled. You heard me, maybe if you got that duck butt head of yours out of your ass, you'd see that you're not all that, Naruto said. You need to keep working and training if you want to get strong. Sasuke snarled and leapt toward Naruto, but Kakashi grabbed the Uchiha by the back of his shirt. That's enough, the Jonin said sharply. Let's get this cat back to his owner, then you two can work off this sexual tension. Naruto and Sasuke went red and began sputtering while Sakura looked away, either from fury at someone calling her Sasuke-kun gay or from laughter. Team 7 and Kakashi made their way back to the MDO, Tora cuddled up in Sakura's arms, purring contentedly. Hey Aji-san, we're back, Naruto cried as they entered the MDO. What's our time? Hello there Naruto-kun, Sasuke-kun, Sakura-chan, Kakashi-kun, you've already found Tora, the Hokage said. Hi. It really wasn't that hard, Though that cat doesn't seem to like me or DB very much, Naruto said. Don't call me that, Sasuke barked. DB? Iruka asked. Yeah, we've all got code names. I was Fox, Naruto said. The Hokage pinned Naruto with a piercing look. I choose them for all of us. Sakura-chan was Blossom, Kakashi-sensei was Scarecrow, and Sasuke was DB or Duckbutt. Sasuke glared at Naruto, while Sakura and Kakashi were hiding giggles. Iruka was preparing his Uki Atama no Jutsu, Big Head, when the Hokage raised a hand. Naruto-kun, you should treat your comrades with respect, the Hokage said. I understand, sir, but we made a team decision for me to pick our codenames for this mission, Naruto said. Next one would be Sakura-chan's turn, then Sasuke, then me again. And our codenames describe us perfectly. I'm crafty like a fox, Sakura-chan is as pretty as a flower blossom, and Sasuke looks like a DB. Sakura blushed at Naruto's compliment, while Kakashi had to turn away to hide his laughter. Naruto! Sasuke roared. Enough, the Hokage barked. Now Team 7, you are dismissed for today, but I expect you all to have cooler heads when you return. Hi sir, the genin said. Here's your payment for your mission, the Hokage said, handing each genin an envelope. Now don't go spend it all at once, Naruto-kun. Hi sir, Naruto said, scratching the back of his head. Team 7 and Kakashi left the mod, payments in hand. All right then, meet at the training ground at 7 a.m. tomorrow, we'll train until noon, have lunch then go get our mission. Hi, Naruto and Sakura answered. Sasuke just gave his usual grunt. Kakashi vanished in a puff of smoke. Now then, I don't know about you but I'm going home to do some more training, Naruto said. You're not going anywhere, Dobe. I've still got to pay you back for that ridiculous codename you gave me, Sasuke snarled. It's about time I taught you the superiority of the Uchiha. Naruto rolled his eyes. Fine, let's rock. Sakura-chan, do you want to watch me kick Sasuke-team's ass? Ha, like you could do that. Well, didn't I beat you the last time we sparred, Naruto said. We won't be sparring, this is no holds barred, Sasuke said with a smirk. Well then, we won't be fighting, Naruto said. I'm not going to let you goad me into some situation that will get either of us hurt, team. Coward, knew you couldn't measure up. Naruto growled deep in his throat. I'll fight you, team, but tomorrow during training. Don't want you to get hurt too bad, he said. I want to make sure that sensei is there to keep it from getting out of control. Sure, Sasuke smirked. Whatever, I'll see you two tomorrow, Naruto said before bounding off. Damn team, I'll show him, Naruto growled as he entered his house. Tajikaga Bunshin. Nearly 100 clones appeared, surrounding Naruto. I want 25 of you to continue working on chakra control, start the water walking exercise. 50 of you work on practicing Kasan's taijutsu style. And the rest, well, it's time for a battle royale. Yash! The clones roared and separated. Naruto led his clones outside and to the training ground that his father had created. All right, let's get it on, he yelled as his clones charged. Arg, Naruto groaned as his alarm went off. The memory backlash of the 100 clones was really harsh on his mind, even if he had done it in shifts to limit it. But using his shadow clones to quickly learn the basics had allowed him to catch up his classmates extremely quickly. However, aside from the memory backlash, the other major fault of using clones was that he didn't have an opponent that would truly push him. All his clones were at his level, rather than someone higher. Still, it should be enough to put Team in his place, Naruto said. Naruto arrived at the training ground 5 minutes before the 7 a.m. deadline. Sakura and Sasuke were already there. Naruto noticed that Sasuke was staring at him, almost hungrily. A smirk spread over Naruto's face. Sorry Sasuke, but I don't swing that way, and besides isn't one of your goals to revive your clan and I can't help you with that. Sasuke went red and began sputtering, while Sakura looked torn between chastising Naruto and laughing her ass off. I'm not gay, Sasuke screamed. Could have fooled me. I mean you haven't taken your eyes off me since I got here, Naruto said. I mean I know I'm awesome but like I told you, I don't swing that way. Naruto! Sasuke roared, his face bright red. He grabbed a kunai from his holster and launched himself toward Naruto. Naruto's face went instantly serious as he settled into his taijutsu stance. Sasuke thrust the kunai at Naruto's chest, Sakura screamed but Naruto narrowed his eyes and quickly slapped the kunai away, grabbed Sasuke's outstretched arm by the elbow and shoulder and threw him head over heels. What the hell, team? Naruto cried. Get that massive stick out of your ass and relax. get a sense of humor. What's going on? Kakashi's voice asked from behind Sakura, who yelped in surprise. Sasuke team can't take a joke, Naruto said. Naruto called me gay. Sasuke roared. Well, you wouldn't stop looking at me. I know I'm good looking, but Naruto was cut off as Sasuke raced toward him again. That's enough, Kakashi growled, grabbing Sasuke by the shirt. Alright, since you two can't seem to keep from riling each other up, you're going to do an endurance spar. No stopping until you both have gotten this out of your system. Fine by me, Naruto said. Sasuke grunted. What about me? Sakura asked. I know you've mastered tree walking, so I want you to start water walking, Kakashi said. I'll have a shadow clone watch you while I try and keep these two from killing each other. Sakura nodded and walked off with clone Kakashi, though she kept glancing over her shoulder at the two boys. Now you two need to learn to work together, but first you are both going to get rid of this stupid aggression. This spar is no holds, but no aiming to kill or permanently disable. Jutsus and weapons are fine, and no stopping until someone is unable to continue or I deem it necessary to stop, understood? Hi, Naruto said. Sasuke grunted. Good, Hajime. Naruto pulled a kunai from his holster just as Sasuke hurled 5 shurikens at him. Naruto easily deflected them, though was forced to leap away as Sasuke charged forward. The pair traded punches for a good 5 minutes, either landing a serious blow on the other. Sasuke disengaged and leapt backward, his hands flashing through seals. Katon, Gokaki no Jutsu. Naruto leapt out of the way of the fireball. He quickly made some hand seals, took a deep breath and punched himself in the stomach. Futon, Renduken. Wind release, air bullet. A concentrated ball of air shot out of Naruto's mouth. Sasuke dove out of the way and threw some kunai at Naruto. Naruto deflected the kunai before pumping chakra into his legs and dashing forward. Sasuke tried to put some distance between Naruto and himself, but Naruto wouldn't let him get away. Kage Bunshin! Naruto cried. 4 Narutos appeared around Sasuke, hemming him in. Come on, Uchiha, let's see what you've really got, Naruto taunted. Sasuke growled and dove forward. Naruto blocked a punch, before retaliating with a right cross of his own. Sasuke ducked under the punch and put his foot into Naruto's stomach. Naruto bent over, and received a double-fisted hammer fist to the back of his neck for it. Sasuke grinned before Naruto disappeared in a puff of smoke. Clone, Sasuke growled. He turned, only to be tackled aside by a diving clone. How? Sasuke snarled. That was you! Kawarimi, Naruto said. I switched with one of my clones when I realized that you were about to get the upper hand. Sasuke threw the clone off him and turned to face Naruto. Fight me like a ninja, he roared. I am, deception and trickery are major tools in a ninja's arsenal, Naruto said easily. But fine, if that's the way you want to play it. Naruto dispelled his clones and settled into his stance, right foot forward, arms outstretched, hands fisted loosely and knees bent. Sasuke charged, his fists raised ready to strike. Naruto easily deflected the punch, but Sasuke used the momentum to bring a roundhouse kick to Naruto's head. Naruto blocked the kick, mostly, with a raised arm but was knocked aside. Naruto rolled upright, just in time to block another fist. Naruto stepped inside Sasuke's guard and landed 2 blows to the Uchiha's stomach and finished the combo with a viscous uppercut to Sasuke's chin. Sasuke saw stars as Naruto's fist impacted with his chin, snapping his head back. Sasuke collapsed to the ground. Naruto was about to continue when a hand on his shoulder. It was Kakashi. That's enough. No, it's not, Sasuke growled, getting to his feet, somewhat shakily. It is because I said so, Kakashi snapped. Both of you need to cool off. Your comrades and teammates start acting like it. Naruto, go work on your chakra control, Sasuke you do the same. I'm going to check on Sakura. Naruto nodded and vanished in a flash of yellow light. That kid is going to be either the death of me, or going to the one to make Konoha feared again, Kakashi thought. How does he do that? Sasuke said. What technique is that? It's called Shunshin, but he's added his own twist, Kakashi said. Most people in the leaf use leaves to mask it, but he uses something a little more flashy. How does he know that technique and I don't? Probably because Naruto is a genius at observation, he can see a technique only a few times before making it his own. He's had to rely on himself alone, longer than anyone, even you, Sasuke. You two are more alike than you realize. It had been a week since Naruto and Sasuke's fight and Kakashi's dressing down of the Uchiha heir. Sasuke had taken a closer look at Naruto over the week, and had slowly began taking the stick out of his ass. The other members of Team 7 noticed this mellowing out of Sasuke. Naruto and Sasuke continued to spar each day, and while they would continue to push their limits, the tension and killing intent had diminished drastically. Sakura's abilities had dramatically risen as well. With her constant work on her chakra reserves, they had grown to lower mid-genin level. They were still miles behind Naruto's or Sasuke's reserves, but her control was leagues above both boys. No way, I can't stand these D-rank missions. They aren't even missions, they're chores, Naruto complained as Team 7 entered the MDO, Tora once again in tow. We're ninjas, we shouldn't be weeding a garden or fixing a fence, we should be out fending off bandits or saving princesses. You are only genin, so you won't get higher ranked missions until you get more experience, Iruka cried using his big head jutsu. You aren't ready for those type of mission. How are we supposed to get more experience when all we do are these stupid chores, Naruto said. Iruka-sensei, we're not kids anymore, most of us stop being children when we put these headbands on. Some even longer, he finished solemnly. Iruka fell silent, looking down at the desk. The Hokage coughed at the atmosphere. Naruto-kun, you have to understand that you must complete at least 8 D-rank missions before you can get a C-rank mission, Hiruzen said. Hokage-sama, yesterday was our 8th D-rank mission, and besides I'm not asking for much, just a simple C-rank that will get me out of the village for a week or so, Naruto said. The Hokage looked at Naruto with solemn eyes. He knew what was coming up, the Kyuubi festival as well as Naruto's birthday. Every year, on October 10th, the village celebrated the 4th Hokage's victory over the Kyuubi, and every year some villagers would get drunk and try to finish off the demon. Naruto had been admitted to the hospital on every one of his birthday, with injuries ranging from some cuts and bruises to broken bones or puncture wounds from kunai or swords. I see, well actually I might just have the perfect mission for you, Hiruzen said. He picked up a C-rank mission scroll. It's a simple escort mission. You are to escort the client back to his home in the Wave Country. Please send him in. The door opened, revealing an older man with graying hair, a torn and battered knapsack over his shoulder, and was holding a bottle of sake, from the smell. Is this it? The man slurred. I'm supposed to be protected by an emo kid with a duck's-ass haircut, a pink-haired girl, I mean who ever heard of a ninja with pink hair, and a shrimp with an idiot look on his face. The 3 genin growled at the man. Who are you calling a shrimp? Naruto yelled. And besides, it's not a good idea for you to insult the people who are supposed to be protecting you, another voice said softly from behind the man. It was Naruto. What the? The man yelped. When did he create a shadow clone? Kakashi asked himself. Naruto, you can't attack the client, it's bad for business, he said. I wasn't attacking him, just showing that we're up for the job, Naruto said. So then Team 7 will be escorting Tazuna-san back home, the Hokage said. I accept this to take no longer than a week to 10 days, but be careful. Hi. HN. Don't worry, Gigi, I'll be taking that hat someday so I won't be dying yet, Naruto said. Alright, meet at the East Gate in an hour, Kakashi said. The genin nodded before leaving the MDO. Naruto skidded to a stop at the gate. Gomen everyone, I couldn't find my scrolls, he said. Whatever dope, let's go, Sasuke scoffed. The group had just walked through the gates when they realized that they were missing a number. Naruto, what are you doing? Sakura cried. Naruto was standing next to one of the gates, a hand pressed against the worn wood. Sorry, it's just this is the first time I'm leaving the village willingly, Naruto whispered the final word. Don't worry Too-san, Ka-san, I'll be okay, Naruto thought. I won't die until I become Hokage and surpass both of you. Come on Naruto baka, or we're leaving you behind, Sakura yelled. Coming, Naruto cried. He vanished in a swirl of light and reappeared next to Sakura. Here I am. How do you do that? Sasuke asked. How do you know the Shunshin? That's what it's called, Naruto said. I never knew the name. Kakashi, Sakura and Sasuke nearly face-vaulted at this. How did you not know the name of the technique? Sakura cried. What, it's not like I had anyone teach me or at home help me, Naruto retorted. Sakura looked down. I've had to learn on my own ever since I can remember. I realize that you're not from a ninja clan, but you didn't have to deal with the academy instructors trying to purposely fail you by sabotaging your exams. What do you mean? Sasuke asked. Kakashi frowned. He was going to have to report this to the Hokage. Did you really think that I was really dumb enough to fail the graduation exam 3 times? Yes, I still can't do clones because I have too much chakra, but my written exams had a genjutsu on them, and whenever I would find out, I would be accused of cheating, and besides half the time I would be sent out of class for no reason and not able to learn the lesson. After my first time failing, I realized that the instructors didn't like me, so I stopped trying to change things. Why would the instructors do that? Sakura asked. Who knows, but I didn't do anything to warrant it, Naruto said. Like I said, the only reason I didn't pass the ninjutsu exam was because I can't use the small amount of chakra that's needed to make 3 bunshin. The smallest amount of regular bunshin I can make is 10, and that's only because I've been working on my chakra control for the last 2 weeks. I probably would have made like 50 on exam day. But why didn't you do that during the exam? Sakura asked. I'm sure you would have passed. I doubt it. Mizuki-teen would have found something wrong and failed me. I still suck at genjutsu, which is what the bunshin is, an illusion technique. Baka, you shouldn't call Mizuki-sensei that, Sakura cried. Actually, that's a good name for that traitor, Kakashi grumbled. What? Sakura and Sasuke said. Mizuki tried to steal the forbidden scroll of sealing, Kakashi said. Naruto was able to help A and B catch him. How was that dope able to help? Sasuke asked. Well, I had pranked some people, so some A and B were looking for me and we ran into Mizuki-teen, Naruto said. I didn't do much more than that. Thought so, Sasuke scoffed. Kakashi shot Naruto a look, but the blonde just shook his head. Team 7, Kakashi and Tazuna continued on their way. Naruto would periodically look over his shoulder, as the village gates grew smaller, behind them. Tazuna-san, you're from the Wave Country, correct? Sakura asked. Yes, what of it? Kakashi-sensei, does the Wave have ninja? She asked. No, the Wave doesn't have any ninja, it's too small, Kakashi answered. And we shouldn't see any combat, unless we are unlucky and run into some bandits. Naruto noticed that Tazuna stiffened slightly, though it could have just been because of the thought of a bandit attack. Naruto extended his senses as much as possible, pushing chakra into his ears and nose. Slowly, he could hear much clearer around the group. He had to focus only on his ears because the smell of Tazuna's sake was becoming overwhelming. Naruto had discovered this trick after talking with Kiba about how the boy seemed to hear and smell things that others couldn't. It had really helped him evade his pursuers after one of his pranks. Naruto stumbled over a loose rock and fell to his knees, one hand falling into a puddle. Naruto, would you hurry up? Sakura cried. Naruto didn't answer as he got to his feet, and brushed himself off when he froze. His hand wasn't wet. What's going on, he thought. Why isn't my hand wet, and how is there a puddle when it hasn't rained in like 2 weeks? Suddenly 2 figures burst out of the puddle and streaked for Kakashi. In an instant, the Jonin was wrapped up in a chain, a horrified expression on his partially visible face. One down, one of the figures said grimly as the chain tightened and ripped through Kakashi. Sakura screamed as Kakashi seemed to explode into little bits. Now then, who's next? The other ninja said. The pair spun and raced towards Sakura and Tazuna. Sakura-chan, protect Tazuna, Naruto barked. Sasuke with me. Naruto hurled a pair of kunai at the charging ninja, who easily blocked them with a clawed gauntlet. However, this left them out of position to defend against Sasuke, who was able to pin the ninja's chain to a nearby tree with some shurikens and kunai. The raven-haired boy appeared above the restrained ninja and kicked them both in the head, knocking them both away, snapping the chain. The enemy ninja quickly recovered and charged towards Sakura and Tazuna once again. Kage Bunshin! Naruto cried. 5 Narutos appeared and formed a protective wall in front of Sakura and Tazuna. Each of the Narutos drew a kunai. Don't even think about it, Naruto growled. The enemy ninja scoffed. Please boy, you're nothing. What can you hope to do? One sneered. Me, nothing. I'm just stalling for time. You got them, sensei? Naruto asked. Yep, Kakashi said as he reappeared behind the masked ninja. He knocked them out with a swift chop to the back of their necks. Well done, all of you. Sensei! Sakura cried. You're alive. But I saw she trailed off when she saw that Kakashi's bloody remains were actually a shredded log. Substitution, Naruto questioned. Kakashi nodded. Why? I wanted to see how well you all handled yourselves. So this was a test? Sakura screamed. Kakashi's sweat dropped. Don't worry, I was watching the whole time and would have stepped in if things got out of hand. And I wanted to know if I was their target, or someone else. Tazuna stiffened as Kakashi's stare pinned him. Tazuna-san, why are 2 C-rank missing nins from Kiri after you? The Jonin said. These 2 are called the Demon Brothers, so why were they after you? Tazuna gulped. My country is suffering under the rule of an evil tyrant, Gatu, the man said. Gatu, you mean the shipping magnate? One of the wealthiest men in the world, Gatu, Kakashi said. Yes, but that's his public persona. Gatu has taken over the country by controlling the shipping lanes and trade in the country. My bridge is our only chance at getting some control back. Our country is so poor that even our nobles have little money. So you thought that deceiving the Hokage and us was the right idea? Kakashi asked. This mission should be at least a B rank, possibly an A rank. My team isn't ready, we need to head back to the village. No! Naruto barked. No? Yes, we were hired to do a mission, and I'm going to complete it even if it's by myself, Naruto growled. We can't just give up when something unexpected happens. Being a ninja means expecting the unexpected. Kakashi's visible eye widened at the forcefulness and passion in Naruto's voice. All right, I'll put it to a vote, the Jonin said. You know my vote, Naruto said. We should keep going, Sasuke said. I need to prove myself, to get stronger so I can kill that man. Sakura looked conflicted. She wanted to go home, she agreed with their sensei. They weren't ready for this. But she also didn't want to look weak in front of Sasuke. Don't worry, Sakura-chan, I won't let anything happen to you, Naruto said. Believe it. Sakura managed a grateful smile to Naruto before she nodded to Kakashi. All right then, we're continuing the mission. Thought I'll be sending a message to the Hokage requesting backup, Kakashi said. As well as a pickup crew for these two. Yada, let's go, Naruto cried. Baka, be quiet, Sakura scolded before slapping him upside the head. Gomen Sakura-chan, just excited about continuing the mission, Naruto said. Well, keep it to yourself, there might be more enemies around. Don't worry, Sakura-chan, I promise that I won't let anything happen to you and I don't go back on my word, he said. Baka, Sakura said, though there was no malice or anger in her voice and her face seemed to have taken on a tinge to match her hair. Come on you two, we want to get moving, Kakashi said. Naruto and Sakura raced off to catch up with the others, both blushing slightly. Wow, Naruto said softly as the outline of a large bridge came silently ghosting out of the thick mist that surrounded them. Please keep it down, we're nearly there but I don't want Gata's patrols to find us, the boat driver whispered. Naruto, Sakura and Sasuke tensed at this. The mist made it nearly impossible for them to see more than 20 feet in front of them. Naruto seriously wondered how the boat captain could find his way. Here we are, this is as far as I can take you, the captain said as the boat scraped gently against the shore. Take care. Thank you, Tazuna said. He led Team 7 and Kakashi into the woods, the mist following them. Naruto pushed some chakra into his ears and nose once again as they walked. Kakashi had told them that there was a chance that there would be another encounter with an enemy, and Naruto wanted to be ready. He knew that with the mist, he'd most likely hear or smell something before seeing it. Naruto's ears twitched as he heard something rustling in the bushes. There, he cried, hurling a kunai into the bushes. Naruto, what the hell? Sakura cried. I heard something in the bushes, Naruto said as he walked over to where he had thrown the kunai. Oops, Naruto said. What did you do? Sakura asked. False alarm, he said, reappearing with a trembling white bunny in his arms. You baka, Sakura cried, grabbing the bunny from Naruto's arms. Way to go, Dobe, Sasuke said. You nearly killed a rabbit. Shut it, team, I didn't know it was there, Gomen Bunny-chan, Naruto said. Just then he heard a loud whooshing sound. Get down, Naruto and Kakashi shouted. Naruto dove forward and shoved Sakura and Sasuke to the ground while Kakashi knocked Tazuna down. An enormous sword came whizzing overhead and lodged itself in a nearby tree. A tall, thin man wearing dark gray camo pants and a dark blue shirt appeared, standing on the sword's quivering handle. So, that's why the demon brothers failed, didn't know they would have to go up against Kakashi the copy ninja, the man chuckled darkly. Momochi Zabuza, the devil of the bloody mist, Kakashi said. Looks like we were right in thinking that we'd be meeting someone more advanced. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, stay back and protect Tazuna, this one is out of your league. Team 7 leapt back and surrounded Tazuna, Naruto making a shadow clone to protect their rear. I'm going to have to get serious, Kakashi said, lifting his forehead protector to reveal his other eye, yet this one was blood red instead of brown. Sharingan, Sasuke whispered, almost in awe. What? Naruto asked. So, you brought out the Sharingan, Kakashi, so will you show me why you are an A-ranked shinobi in my bingo book? Zabuza said. But besides from that eye, you are really nothing. So what will you do if you can't see me? Zabuza made some hand signs and cried, Suetun, Kirigakyu no Jutsu. A thick mist drew in around the clearing, obscuring their sight. What's with this mist? I can't even see my own hands, Sasuke said. Everyone keep sharp, Kakashi said. Zabuza is a master of the art of silent killing. An evil, bone-chilling chuckle filled the clearing. It seems like you have read up on me, Kakashi. There are 8 points on the body that mean instant death: liver, heart, lungs, jugular, brain, spine, kidneys, and clavicle vein. So many choices? I can't see a thing in this mist, Naruto thought. That's it. His hands flew through multiple hand signs before taking a deep breath and releasing it. Futon, Uki Aori no Jutsu. Wind release, Great Gust Jutsu, pretty self-explanatory. A stream of wind blew from his mouth. Slowly the mist began to dissipate. What the? Sakura cried. Well, it seems that the blonde brat has a bit of skill, Zabuza's voice said. To think that a genin has the chakra and the forethought to use a wind jutsu to blow away my mist. However, you're too late. Suddenly Zabuza appeared in the middle of Team 7's formation, his sword across his back, ready to slash Tazuna in two. You're dead, Zabuza cried, slashing the sword down. Poof! What the hell? Zabuza blinked as Tazuna, Sakura and Sasuke and Naruto vanished into smoke and were replaced by more Narutos. Gotcha! Naruto cried as he and his clones dove toward Zabuza, all with kunai drawn. Not bad, brat, combining the shadow clone, henge and substitution in one, Zabuza said. You've got some real talent, but you're still years away from beating me. The tall man swung his sword in a blindingly fast slash that destroyed all the clones. Naruto! Sakura cried from the bushes where she, Sasuke and Tazuna had been transported to. What's Sakura-chan? Naruto's voice came from above them. She looked up and saw Naruto standing on a branch above them. Nani! How did you get up there? Sakura asked, the knot in her chest loosening at the sight of her blonde teammate. I substituted all 4 of us with my clones, Naruto said without looking down at the others. When did Naruto get this good? Sasuke thought. He was able to use the shadow clone, henge and substitution in rapid succession, and in perfect timing. Is that all you can do? Zabuza roared. Not quite, Kakashi growled. Why don't you fight me? I can't be shown up by my students. Not quite, Kakashi growled. Why don't you fight me? I can't be shown up by my students, now can I? Well then, I guess I'll have to finish you off before the old man and the brats, Zabuza said. I don't think so, Kakashi growled as he leapt back. And besides, I've already foreseen the end of this fight, and it ends with your death. Really? Well, let's put that prediction to the test, Zabuza cried. He made several hand signs before crying out, Suetun, Suryuden no Jutsu. Water release, Water Dragon Bullet Jutsu. Suetun, Suryuden no Jutsu, Kakashi shouted. Twin spires of water shot out of the lake, quickly forming dragons with glowing yellow eyes. The 2 chakra dragons crashed into each other, causing a massive explosion. Naruto had to raise his arms to shield his gaze. Wow, so this is what a Jonin-level ninja battle is like, Naruto softly. I can barely keep up with their hand signs. Naruto, get down here, Sakura said. You're going to get hurt if you fall from there. Naruto hopped down from the branch and landed next to Sakura. Come on, Sakura-chan, I can handle it, he said. There came another explosion and Sakura ducked her head. It's all right, Sakura-chan, Naruto said. Sakura cautiously opened her eyes to see Naruto, with his back to her, watching the fight. His eyes were focused and sharp, his body tense like a coil ready to spring. Don't worry, Sakura-chan, Kakashi-sensei will beat this eyebrowless freak and then we can get out of here. Remember, I won't let anything happen to you, I promise. Just then they heard a cry of pain coming from the clearing. Zabuza was pinned up against a tree by several kunai. Kakashi was on a branch above him. Looks like my eye does tell the future, Kakashi said as he raised another kunai. You don't scare me, Kakashi, this isn't over. You hear Zabuza was cut off as several needles pierced his neck. Kakashi whipped his head around to find the source. Thank you, Leaf Nin. We've been searching for Zabuza for a very long time, a soft voice said. A masked person appeared next to Zabuza. You're a Kiri hunter, Nin? Kakashi said. Correct, now if you'll excuse me, I must dispose of his body, the ninja said before vanishing in a swirl of leaves with Zabuza in tow. For the size of that kid and his voice, that kid is probably Naruto's age, Kakashi thought. Sensei, what happened? Naruto cried as he led the others into the clearing. Who was that? A hunter named from Kiri, he was the one who killed Zabuza, Kakashi said. Suddenly, he pitched forward and fell to the ground. Sensei! Sakura cried. It's all right, I'm just exhausted from using the Sharingan too much, Kakashi said. I just need to rest for a bit. Is your house nearby Tazuna-san? Naruto asked. Yes, it's about a mile down the road, Tazuna said. Naruto nodded. A couple of shadow clones popped into existence and picked up Kakashi under the arms. The group was off. Ugh, Kakashi groaned as consciousness returned to him. Twin thuds followed as Naruto and Sakura fell back onto their butts. Damn it, Naruto growled. We were so close. We need to know what's behind that mask, Sakura thought. Sasuke shook his head at his teammates' antics, though inwards he was cringing too. Sasuke wanted to know what was behind Kakashi's mask as much as the others. Welcome back to the land of the living, Sensei, Naruto said cheerily. Where am I? Kakashi asked. We're at Tazuna-san's house. You passed out from chakra exhaustion after that hunter Nin killed Zabuza, Sakura said. I see, how long was I out? About 12 hours, though it looks like you won't be fully healed for a couple more days, Naruto said. I've got some soldier pills if you'd like. Good thinking, give me one, Kakashi said. But only one. If I take too many too quickly, I could overload my chakra network. Naruto took a pill from his pouch. Here you go, Sensei, do you need help? He asked innocently. No, I have it under control, Kakashi said. In a flash, his hand shot out, snatched the pill from Naruto's hand and he quickly ate it, without removing his mask. Naruto, Sakura and Sasuke fell anime style. How is that possible? The genin all thought. Ah, you're finally awake, a woman's voice said from the doorway. An attractive woman with long dark hair and brown eyes was standing in the doorway, holding a tray of food. Oh hell there, Kakashi said. I'm Tsunami, Tazuna's daughter. I just want to thank you for protecting my father and bringing him home. It's no trouble, Tsunami-san, it's our job, Kakashi said. Naruto looked at Sakura and they both hid a giggle. So Sensei, what do we do now? Sakura asked. Well, I can't be training you three very well while I'm laid up like this, so we'll be working on figuring out what your chakra elements are. Chakra elements? Naruto asked. Yes, there are 5 elements: wind, water, fire, earth, and lighting, Kakashi said. Most genin only have 1 chakra affinity. Jonin are required to have 2, though most older ninja can use all of them to some degree. Kakashi reached into his holster and pulled out several slips of paper. This paper is special, it's from a tree that has been fed chakra constantly over time. All you have to do is channel some chakra into it, and it will reveal your chakra nature. If the paper burns, it's fire. If the paper gets wet, you have water. If the paper crumbles, you have lighting. If the paper turns to dust, you have an earth affinity. And finally, if the paper gets spilt, you have wind, understand? The genin nodded and each took a piece of paper. Sasuke, you first, Kakashi said. Sasuke nodded and closed his eyes. The paper seemed to crumple in on itself as well as burst into flames at the same time. Fire and lighting, Kakashi said. Fire isn't surprising since the Uchiha clan always used fire techniques well, though I haven't seen a reaction like that. But to have lighting as well is a bit of a surprise, but not an unhappy one since I'm a lighting user. Sasuke smirked. He had 2 affinities, of course he did, he was an Uchiha. Sakura, you're next, Kakashi said. Sakura nodded, and channeled some chakra into the paper. The paper immediately turned soggy as well as it began to fall apart in clumps that fell to the floor with squishy thuds. Well then, it seems that Sakura has 2 affinities as well, water and earth, Kakashi said. Both are very well suited for defensive jutsus and require good chakra control to utilize to their highest potential. Sakura beamed and looked at Sasuke, hoping that he'd be impressed. However, her hopeful gaze was met by one that was filled with smoldering rage. She quickly averted her gaze to hide the tears that were beginning to blur her vision. All right, Sakura-chan, you're awesome to have 2 affinities, Naruto said. And I guess good for you too, Sasuke, he added grudgingly. Okay, Naruto, let's see what the Leaf's #1 knucklehead ninja has in store, Kakashi said. Naruto looked down at the chakra paper in his hand and channeled some into it. He watched as the paper spilt cleanly down the middle, leaving him holding 2 halves. Then one half became soggy, while the other half crinkled at the corners very slightly. I have 3 affinities, Naruto thought, his eyes wide. I mean, I knew that Tu-san had a wind affinity and Ka-san had water, but where the hell did lighting come into the picture? That's interesting. Wind and water were expected since Sensei had wind while Kushine-chan had water, but for Naruto to have lighting as well, He truly is the most surprising ninja ever, Kakashi thought. Could it be the Kyuubi? Naruto has 3 affinities, Sakura cried mentally. He has more than Sasuke-kun. How the hell does that dope have 3 affinities? Sasuke fumed. Not only that, but he also has a lighting affinity as well. Well then, this team is very well rounded, Kakashi said. Between the 3 of you, we have all 5 elements covered. This will be very interesting. Alright, so what are we going to do now that we know our affinities? Naruto said. Well, first off, you'll learn how to draw out your elemental chakra, Kakashi said. Each of you will focus on mastering one element at a time. Sakura, you'll start with water, find a towel, soak it in water, then use your chakra to draw the water out of the towel. This will work on your elemental chakra as well as continuing to work on your chakra control. Sasuke, you will work on fire first. I know you know some fire jutsus, but I want you to work on setting a leaf on fire with your chakra but don't burn the leaf. And Naruto, you will work on cutting a leaf in half using your chakra. Hi, Naruto and Sakura said while Sasuke just grunted, still looking furious at Naruto. The genin left the room in search of their training tools. Naruto went to his pack and fished out his father's wind jutsu scroll. Naruto wasn't surprised that he had a dual affinity of wind and water since they were his parents' major elements, but he had no idea where his lighting element had come from. But he wasn't complaining about it, he had more affinities than Sasuke and they were the Uchiha's opposite. Opening the wind scroll, Naruto read that Kakashi had been right that cutting a leaf was the beginner's exercise for working on wind chakra. The way to do it was to imagine your chakra as 2 blades grinding against each other, sharpening it to a fine edge. Naruto went outside and summoned roughly 50 clones. Alright, each of you take a leaf and cut it using only chakra. After an hour, dispel 5 at a time in 2-minute intervals, he said. Yash! It was nightfall when Naruto returned to the house, mentally exhausted from the memory transfer of his clones, but Naruto was pleased as he had managed to make a cut 1/5th through his leaf. Naruto found Sakura, Sasuke and Kakashi waiting for him to return before having dinner. Tazuna and Tsunami were also there as well as a young boy who was wearing a floppy hat, a blue/white striped shirt and dark blue pants. Were you all waiting for me? Naruto asked. Where the hell have you been, dope? Sasuke barked. I was training Sasuke, you didn't have to wait, Naruto said. Sasuke didn't respond but just glared at Naruto. How far did you all get today? Kakashi asked after Naruto sat down, and their meal was nearly finished. I managed to cut about January 5th through the leaf, Naruto said. I was about to dry 1/4 of the towel, Sakura said, pride filling her voice. Kakashi nodded. Sasuke? I've gotten it to the point where my leaf is only crispy but I'm having trouble keeping the temperature down, the Uchiha said. Well done all of you, Kakashi said. Once you have completed this exercise, come to me. I have a jutsu that I can teach to all of you except for you, Naruto. There aren't many wind chakra users in the land of fire, so I don't have any jutsus that. It's okay, sensei, I have a scroll of wind jutsus that I brought with me, Naruto said. I found it laying around that had a bunch of jutsus. That's where I learned that jutsu I used against Zabuza, though I haven't mastered it yet. It's pointless, the young boy said. Why are you even here? Inari, don't say that, Tsunami scolded. These people helped save your grandfather. Why are you still here then? Inari asked. We're here to finish our mission, which is to protect the old man until his bridge is done, Naruto said. You're going to die, you know that, right? Inari said. Gato is going to kill you. Of course we're going to die, Naruto said, stunning everyone. Everyone dies at some point in their lives. But we're not going to die for a long time. I'm not going to die until I become Hokage. Gato is going to send men after you and they're going to kill you. He's too strong, no one can stand up against him, Inari cried. Whatever, kid, I've already said my piece, Naruto said. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to bed. Thank you for dinner, Tsunami-san. Naruto left without another word. Both Sakura and Sasuke were stunned at the maturity that Naruto showed. They had expected their blonde teammate to blow up at the younger boy, but he had calmly refuted Inari, and then quietly left the room. Kakashi was extremely proud of his student. He, like the other 2 genin, had expected Naruto to scream at the boy, but Naruto had kept his cool and quieted the boy. Kakashi was surprised at the maturity that Naruto had, but Naruto had been surprising him ever since he had become his student. Stupid Gaki, Naruto growled. Where does he get off saying that? Naruto walked past an open door and noticed a picture frame on the desk. The picture inside the frame looked like it had been torn from another photo. It was of a middle-aged man with black hair, an X-shaped scar on his chin and a headband made of rope. I wonder who that is, Naruto thought. I haven't seen him around here, but he looks about Tsunami-san's age. Could he be that brat's dad? Naruto heard footsteps coming up the stairs behind him. Turning quickly, he rushed off into his and Sasuke's room. Once there, he pulled out one of his father's Fuinjutsu scrolls and began reading. When Sasuke entered the room roughly 2 hours later, he found Naruto asleep on his cot, a scroll sticking out of his pack. Grinning, Sasuke snuck around Naruto and picked up the scroll. He tried to open the scroll, but it seemed to be sealed. Narrowing his eyes, Sasuke prepared to focus some chakra into the scroll. I wouldn't do that, team, Naruto's voice growled from behind Sasuke. If you try and force open that seal with chakra other than my own, it'll backfire and cause some serious backlash. And besides, why are you even trying? It's a Winjutsu scroll. That was a lie. The scroll in Sasuke's hands was a scroll that had notes of his father's signature ninjutsu, the Rasengan. The Rasengan was an A-rank jutsu that needed near-perfect chakra control to perform it, since it was all shape manipulation, willing the chakra into the shape of a sphere. Naruto knew that he was still nowhere near the level of chakra control to perform the jutsu, but with each day he got closer. And why were you going through my stuff anyway? Naruto asked. Sasuke glared at Naruto but dropped the scroll back into Naruto's bag. Whatever, dope, I'm going to bed, the Uchiha said. Naruto rolled his eyes and sealed up his pack before going back to sleep. Dope, wake up, Sasuke growled. Naruto shot upright, a kunai appearing in his hand ready to slash or block. Easy there, just waking you up. Sorry, Sasuke, instincts, Naruto said, stowing his kunai and grabbing his clothes before disappearing into the bathroom. Sasuke frowned as Naruto closed the door behind him. That wasn't just instincts that had Naruto drawing that kunai so quickly. It was too smooth a motion for just that. Naruto had had practice waking up and drawing a weapon that quickly. Why would Adobe need to have practiced that? Sasuke thought before walking downstairs. Come on, Naruto, Sakura cried up the stairs. Hurry up. Just then Naruto appeared in a flash of yellow light. Gomen, Sakura-chan, didn't get much sleep last night. What do you mean? Sakura asked. You went to bed well before any of us. Well, yeah, but I stayed up for a bit reading a scroll of mine, Naruto said. And just because I went to bed earlier doesn't mean I got a lot of sleep. Okay, why didn't you get a lot of sleep? Sakura asked. Bad dreams. Why are you still here? Inari snapped as he appeared in the doorway. You're going to get killed if you stay here. Gato is invincible, I'm trying to help you. Whatever, kid, like I told you last night, I'm not going to die until I become Hokage, Naruto said. And besides, this Gato doesn't sound too strong, he just had money. That isn't real strength. Don't talk about stuff you don't understand, Inari screamed. I bet you never suffered like I have a day in your life, always smiling like that. Gato is too strong for someone to beat. Naruto froze after Inari's suffering comment. Kakashi looked at the blonde as he felt the slight killing intent leaking out of Naruto. It was as if a chill had fallen over the room. Don't talk to me about suffering, Naruto said softly. You should be grateful that you don't have my life. What do you know? You have no idea how we've suffered under Gato, Inari cried, tears streaming down his cheeks. Can the pity act, brat? Naruto snarled. I'm guessing that picture in your room was of your father, and since he's not here, he must have died, and I'm sorry for that. But don't you ever think that you've had a tougher life than me. In case you forgot, you still have your mother and grandfather, who love you, but you don't care about how they feel. All you care about is yourself, and how you feel. Don't you realize that they must be feeling the same thing as you? They must miss him as much as you do, but you just go around crying and whining about how bad a life you have when you don't realize how well you actually have it. Inari began backing away from Naruto, tears seemingly frozen on his face. Naruto gave the boy one final glare before storming off. Gomen, about Naruto, he means well, but he's not the most eloquent of people, Kakashi said, bowing to Tsunami, Tazuna and Inari. Sakura stood frozen in shock as Naruto brushed past her, his face twisted in anger and anguish. Sasuke snorted. Where does the dope get off? Like he's had a tough life, always smiling and laughing. You're wrong, Sasuke, Kakashi said. Naruto has lived a life that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. He's lived a life much worse than even yours, Sasuke. Whatever, I seriously doubt that, Sasuke said. I mean, what had the dope lost like I lost my family? It's hard to lose something that you never had, Kakashi said softly. What do you mean? Sakura asked. That's something for Naruto to tell you when he's ready. Don't pressure him, or you'll lose him. Kage Bunshin! Naruto cried when he found a large clearing in the woods behind Tezuna's house. Roughly 100 clones appeared. All right, half work on the leaf-cutting exercise, the rest will be working on our taijutsu. I need to work off some stream. Now get to work. Right. There was a tremendous crash as Kakashi, Sakura and Sasuke entered the woods. What the hell was that? Sasuke cried. Naruto! Sakura cried. Come on, Kakashi ordered. The trio leapt off in search of their comrade. The scene they came upon both stunned and amazed them. The clearing was riddled with kunai, shuriken and body-shaped craters. Naruto was in the middle of one such crater. Surrounding him were 10 of his shadow clones, all with kunai or shuriken drawn. Kai! They heard Naruto say before he vanished in a blur of yellow light that only Kakashi could keep up with. The clones charged, but within 30 seconds, each had been beaten and exploded in a puff of smoke. When the smoke cleared, Naruto was standing, though it seemed just barely. His clothes were torn, his hands and face scratched and bruised, and his hair plastered to his forehead with sweat. Team 7 and Kakashi leapt down from the branch that they had been observing from and began walking over. Oh hey guys, Gomen about running off like that, but I wanted to get some more training in before everyone else, Naruto said. You were training, Sakura cried, disbelief and awe evident in her voice. You call that training? Yeah, I was working on my speed, endurance and taking hits and situational awareness, Naruto said. Having shadow clones throw kunai and shuriken at you while you fight some other clones is really a workout. So sensei, what's next? Sasuke and Sakura sweat dropped. You still want to train after all that? Sasuke said. Of course, how am I supposed to get stronger if I don't train? Naruto said as if it was the most obvious thing in the world. Naruto, how did you move so fast just then? Sakura asked. I mean, I couldn't even keep up with you, just this yellow streak. Oh, Naruto said, rubbing the back of his head sheepishly. That was me without my seals on. Kakashi stiffened. What seal? He asked, with a bit of a warning tone. Naruto caught it. It's just a weight and resistance training seal, Naruto said. I can channel some chakra into it, and it adds weight evenly to my body as well as adding resistance to it. It helps me work on getting stronger without bulking up, as well as making me faster. Kakashi's visible eye widened. That's the same training method that Sensei used and had us use. Guy does something similar but with metal weights instead of chakra weights, he thought. Naruto, what level are you at? The Jonin asked. Right now, I'm at level 3. But I'll be moving up to level 4 in a couple of days if all goes well, Naruto said. How much weight is that? Sakura asked. Each level is equal to my weight, so right now at level 3, it's about 325 pounds, Naruto said to the astonishment of the other two genin. And the resistance seal is also at level 3. That seal acts as like I'm moving through water or a stiff breeze, roughly around 5 mph. So you've been training and fighting us with an extra 300 pounds on, and a 15 miles per hour wind blowing against you? Sasuke cried. Naruto nodded. Sasuke was furious. He had been on equal terms with Naruto for the past few weeks, which shocked Sasuke enough as there had been a giant gap between them during the academy. But to hear that Naruto had been holding back this much was something the Uchiha couldn't handle. Naruto noticed that Sasuke had stiffened when he had finished talking and he could feel the anger flowing off the dark-haired boy. Sasuke-kun, what's wrong? Sakura asked. How? Everyone looked at the Uchiha in confusion, but Naruto could feel a storm brewing just underneath the surface of the Uchiha's calm facade. How are you so strong? Sasuke roared, glaring at Naruto. How can you, a clanless orphan, be stronger than an Uchiha? We're supposed to be the best. Kakashi and Sakura looked stunned at Sasuke's outburst. And that's why, Naruto said. Sasuke looked up. You feel that just because you're an Uchiha that you are strong. Strength is something you have to work for and earn. I have had to fight and claw for every little thing in my life, while you've had the whole village bowing at your feet thinking you shit gold bricks. Sakura went red at Naruto's language while Sasuke fumed. What do you know? You didn't have your whole family murdered in one night by the man you looked up to. Sasuke roared. You're both right and wrong, Naruto said softly. You're right that I didn't have my family killed by my brother, but that's because I never knew my family. Both my parents were killed within minutes of my birth. I've been alone my entire life, scorned and hated for no reason other than my very existence. So don't ever think that I don't know the pain you've felt of being alone, because you at least have the memories of your family to think back on. You also have the whole village looking out for you. They want to help you, but you just push them away. I have nobody like that. No one in the village will give me the time of day except for Tuchi, and I am at Ichiraku. Naruto stalked off, leaving Sakura, who had tears welling in her eyes, Kakashi, who looked somber, pain and grief in his visible eye, and Sasuke, who looked stunned, in the clearing. "Why don't you two continue working on your elemental training and I'll go find Naruto?" Kakashi said. He left without another word. Sakura looked at Sasuke, but the raven-haired boy walked off without a word. Naruto was walking back toward Tazuna's house, his mind churning with the words of Sasuke and Inari. They know nothing of what I've been through, about how much I've suffered compared to them, he thought. Of course they don't know, they know nothing, a deep, dark, sinister, aged voice echoed in Naruto's head. Naruto opened his eyes. He was standing shin deep in water, an enormous gate, bigger than the Konoha gates, were in front of him. "What's going on?" Naruto asked out loud. "So my warden has finally decided to reveal himself to me?" The voice boomed out. Suddenly Naruto saw the hazy outline of an enormous fox, with teeth twice the size of Naruto and a blood-red, silted eye that was glaring down at the blonde ninja. "So you're the QB," Naruto said. "Yes, and I can ease all your pain and suffering. Let me help you take revenge on those who had hurt you," the massive fox said with an almost seductive tone. "Well, that does sound intriguing, but what must I do to get this?" Naruto asked. "Free me!" the QB roared, slamming against the gate. There was a great flash of white light and the enormous fox was thrown back. "It seems that my father's seal is doing its job," Naruto said. The QB chuckled. It was a bone-chilling sound, even more so than Zabuza's, but that was to be expected as the QB was centuries old and a being of pure chakra and negative emotions. "So you know that it was your own father who sealed me in you," the fox said. "So how does that make you feel?" "What are you, my psychiatrist?" Naruto snarked. "Should I call you Dr. QB?" Naruto laughed as the fox grumbled at the boy. Then a thought struck Naruto. "Hey, what do I call you?" he asked. "What?" the QB said, surprise evident in its tone. "I mean, I guess I can call you QB or Fox, but I figured that you'd rather be called by your name," Naruto said. "That is, if you have a name?" "Of course I have a name," the QB roared. "Then what is it?" The giant eye narrowed itself at Naruto. "You know, Kit, you're the first human to ask for my name in many years. You've got some guts, I'll give you that. It's Kurama." "Nice to meet you, Kurama-san, and thank you for healing me over the years," Naruto said. "You're probably the only one that I can say that has been there for me my entire life, and I thank you for that." "That was all self-preservation, Kit. If you die, I can't die, but it will take a few years before I reform, and besides it hurts like a bitch," Kurama said. "Now get out of here, that Cyclops sensei of yours is looking at you like a pervert." Naruto was about to shout something when he felt someone shake his shoulder. The blonde boy opened his eyes to find Kakashi kneeling next to him. "Ah, Naruto, you're awake. For a second there I thought something had happened," the Jonin said. "I'm okay, sensei. I just needed to get away from everyone for a bit. Had a lot on my mind," Naruto said. "I see, you did seem to get a bit off your chest back there, and I think your teammates took notice," Kakashi said. "Good, but I don't want their pity. I just want them both to understand that I've had to put up with a lot of crap in my life and I'm done," Naruto said. "I'm proud of you, Naruto. You're growing up very well considering everything, and I know your parents would be very proud of you as well." "Arigato, sensei. Now I have some leaves to cut," Naruto said. "Then I'll leave you to it." It had been 10 days since Kakashi and Team 7 had arrived in the wave. Each of the 3 genin had progressed enough in their elemental chakra training for Kakashi to teach them each a jutsu, while Naruto had his own jutsu since Kakashi never used any wind jutsu. Sasuke was shown the hand signs for the Ryuka no Jutsu, Dragon Fire technique, while Sakura was shown the Mizukaka Hiki no Jutsu, Water Barrier Wall technique. Naruto found a technique in his father's scrolls that was to be used in conjunction with the Taijutsu style. The Futon, Kaze Yaiba no Jutsu, Wind Blades technique, created blades of wind that could be extended out from the user's hands or feet as extensions of their limbs. That, as well as with the Futon, Shippa Dijiki no Jutsu, Gale Strike technique, which was a punch that used wind chakra to extend the blow. Naruto had amped up his training when Kakashi had told them that Zabuza was still alive since the hunter Nin that had killed him took away the body instead of disposing it then and there. "And you didn't think to tell us before?" Naruto snapped when Kakashi had broken the news. "I didn't want to worry you," Kakashi said sheepishly. Naruto looked at his sensei in utter disbelief. "You didn't want to worry us?" he said. "You didn't want to tell us that an A-rank missing Nin was still alive when we thought he was crow's food." "Naruto," Sakura scolded. "Don't yell at Kakashi-sensei like that." "Even if the baka's right," inner Sakura fumed. I know. Wait, since when do I agree with Naruto and you? Since we're both right, Inner Sakura said smugly. But Sakura-chan, Naruto whined. No buts, Naruto. Even if sensei is a lazy sensei, he's still our sensei. Kakashi's sweat dropped. What happened to the meek fangirl that wouldn't do a thing against me, let alone agree with Naruto? Kakashi thought. So the guy's alive? Sasuke said with a smirk. Good, I've been itching for a rematch. Sasuke-kun, this guy gave Kakashi-sensei trouble. You're good, but I don't think you can take Zabuza on, Sakura said. Yeah, team, but what about that Hunter Nin? Naruto asked. If he's not working for Kiri, it's possible he's with Zabuza. Kakashi nodded. Good point. But that kid is probably very skilled to be able to hide his chakra well enough to sneak up on us and to use Senbon needles with such precision. Don't worry, if that kid shows up, I'll take care of him, Sasuke said confidently. Well then, if we're done talking about our upcoming encounter with the eyebrowless one, I'm going to train, Naruto said. Hey old man, do you have any water balloons that I can borrow? We might have some in the cupboard in the kitchen, Tazuna said. Naruto got up and vanished into the kitchen. The others heard him rummaging through the shelves and drawers. Yada! Naruto cried. He returned to the room, arms laden with a bag full of water balloons. Thanks, old man, I'll pay you back for these. Sakura and Sasuke watched Naruto walk out the door. What could he be doing with those? Sasuke asked. Kakashi didn't answer. The only training exercise that I can think of that uses water balloons is the Rasengan, he realized. Is Naruto already trying to do that jutsu? Sensei, do you have any idea what Naruto is doing? Sakura asked. Training, came Kakashi's answer, which didn't quench Sakura or Sasuke's curiosity. I'm going after him, Sasuke said, getting to his feet. No, Kakashi said sharply. Sasuke froze and looked at the Jonin. Let Naruto be. I want you to come with me. I want to know how well you've mastered those two jutsu. Alright, Tusan's scroll says that the first step is to use my chakra to burst the water balloon, Naruto said. He took a balloon and concentrated on the water. The balloon began to flatten and spread out, like a pancake. Come on, Naruto grunted as he felt the water swirl inside the balloon. The plastic stretched even more, but no matter what happened, the balloon wouldn't burst. Damn it, Naruto cried as his hand cramped and he dropped the balloon. It struck the ground, burst, sending pieces flying all over. Naruto groaned as he flexed his hand. His fingers were stiff and trembling. He tried to close his fist, but his hand wouldn't cooperate. Naruto looked around. How long have I been out here? He wondered. Dusk had fallen. The thick forest made it much darker than it was. What time is it? Shaking his head, Naruto picked up another balloon and set to work again. Where's Naruto? Sakura asked when Team 7 and Tazuna's family had settled down for dinner. He's still out training, Kakashi said. He had sent a shadow clone to find the boy and to keep an eye on him. He'll come back when he's done. Naruto is stubborn like that. Are you sure it's wise to leave him alone like that? Tsunami asked. Naruto is the most resourceful ninja from Konoha. He knows what it takes to survive, Kakashi said. He'll be fine. Tsunami didn't look convinced but let the matter drop. Dinner was a quiet affair as Tsunami, Sakura and surprisingly Sasuke kept looking up every few minutes, as if waiting for Naruto to stagger in. And speaking of the blonde, Naruto was still trying to burst the water balloon. Damn it, why won't this dang balloon pop? Naruto fumed. It just gets flatter and flatter. The scroll says it's supposed to get all bumpy and misshapen. Naruto's eyes widened. Damn it! He cried. The chakra is supposed to move in more than one direction. He looked down at the balloon in his hand and began channeling chakra in a whirlwind of directions. Naruto grimaced as he felt the strain of molding his chakra in various directions. H! Naruto cried as he felt his hand throb. Then the balloon suddenly burst, spraying Naruto with water. Yada! I finally got it, ah! Naruto cried as he cradled his hand. It was scuffed up and burnt. Chakra burns, Naruto realized. I must have pushed too much chakra into my hand, he said. No, that's not it. When the balloon exploded, the chakra went with it and tore up my hand. I need to keep working on it so that I don't get so much backlash. I need to keep working on this stage until I can get it down in less than a second. It took way too much time for me just to break the balloon once. Dawn broke over the forest, and the sun found a slim figure making its way through the trees wearing a pink kimono with a light green sash. Long black hair cascaded down her back. The girl froze when she came upon a clearing where a blonde-haired boy was laying, fast asleep, totally oblivious to the world. The girl appeared the boy slowly, and noticed a metal forehead protector holding up his bangs from covering his face. "Hey there, you should sleep out here," a soft voice came from the young woman. "You'll catch a cold." The boy snapped awake, and in an instant a kunai was pressing against the young woman's throat. The fog of sleep quickly burned away, and his blue eyes widened. "Oh my, I'm so sorry, miss," Naruto said as he released the girl and quickly holstered the kunai. "I'm a bit of a jumpy sleeper, and instincts took over." "It's quite alright," the girl said. "You were sleeping out here all alone and I didn't want you to catch a cold." "Oh, you don't have to worry about that," Naruto said. "I've never been sick a day in my life." "Wow, how did you manage that?" "Don't know, just lucky I guess. What's a pretty girl like you doing out here all alone this early, if you don't mind me asking?" "It's alright," the girl said. "I'm looking for some herbs. One of my friends was injured recently, and these herbs can help him recover." "I see," Naruto said. "Do you need some help?" The girl seemed taken aback by the offer. "Okay, that would be nice," she said. "Great, but you'll have to tell me what ones to pick," Naruto said. "I'm not from around here." "Okay, no problem. Where are you from then? And why are you here? I noticed your headband, so I'm assuming that you're a ninja." "Yep, I'm Uzumaki Naruto, a ninja from the Konohagaku no Sato, and I'm here to protect Old Man Bridge Builder." "I see, since you're a ninja then you must be very strong?" the girl asked. "I'd like to think so, but I'm not very strong yet," Naruto answered. "Do you have someone precious to you?" "What do you mean?" Naruto asked. "Well, do you have someone that you want to protect no matter what? That you would be willing to do anything to protect?" the girl asked. Naruto closed his mouth and pondered the question. Did he have someone precious in his life? Just then the faces of the Hokage, Iruka-sensei, Shikamaru, Choji, Kakashi-sensei, the Ikarakus, Sakura-chan and various others. A small smile tweaked Naruto's lips. "Yeah, I do," he said. "I have people that I would do anything to protect." "Then you will grow strong," the girl said. "I believe that when you are protecting something precious is when you truly become strong." "That's a nice thought," Naruto said. Silence fell over the clearing as the pair picked herbs. The sun soon found itself well above the trees. "I think I have enough now, thank you, Naruto," the girl said. "It was no trouble and I never got your name," Naruto said. "Haku, my name is Haku," the girl now named Haku said. "It's nice to meet you, Haku-chan, and I hope your friend gets better soon," Naruto said. "So do I," Haku said. "Oh, and I'm a boy." "Lair," Naruto said. "When I first woke up and had that kunai to your throat, sorry again about that, you didn't have an Adam's apple and you smell way too much like Sakura-chan to be a boy. A decent double bluff, dress like a girl to have people underestimate you, then say you're a boy to throw people off, but you can't fool me." "I see you're cleverer than you appear," Haku said. "I'm a ninja, deception is part of the job description," Naruto said. "And don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm guessing you use that line to keep people away, and with the way Gato is running this place, I don't blame you." Haku stiffened at the mention of Gato. "Yes, he isn't the most pleasant person," Haku said. "Or so I heard." "Yeah," Naruto said. "Well, I'd better get back to my team before they come looking for me. Goodbye, Haku-chan." "Goodbye, Naruto, I hope we meet again," Haku said. "Though you might not like it," she thought. As Naruto leapt off, similar thoughts were running through his head. Why did Haku seem so familiar? He thought. "There you are, Naruto, where the hell have you been?" Sakura cried when Naruto returned to the house. "Gomen, Sakura-chan, I was exhausted after training and I fell asleep," Naruto said. "I was working on a new jutsu and lost track of time." "You were learning a new jutsu," Sasuke said. "What was it?" "Sorry team, not telling you," Naruto said. "You won't find out until I've mastered it, and besides it's a family jutsu, so don't even think of trying to get the council involved." Family jutsu, eh? He's definitely working on the Rasengan, Kakashi thought. Nice job there, Naruto. "You don't have a family dobe, you're an orphan, remember?" Sasuke sneered. "Then what does make you Sasuke? You're an orphan as well." Sasuke so red. He leapt at Naruto, who fell into his taijutsu stance. "What, Sasuke? Can't take your own insults," Naruto growled as he blocked Sasuke's strike with a palm sweat. "You keep talking about the Uchiha clan like it's such a big thing, but how can you call it a clan when there's only 2 members, both guys?" Sasuke howled in rage and drew a kunai. "I am going to kill you, Naruto," he roared. "What's going on here?" Kakashi said, appearing between the pair of the boys. Kakashi-sensei, Sakura cried. I asked a question, Genin, Kakashi growled. Just a little disagreement over what constitutes a clan, Naruto said. Sasuke twitched. I see. Well, Naruto, you should get some food then meet us at the clearing. I want to see how well you all have advanced on those jutsus. Hi sensei, Naruto said. He walked past Sasuke without a word and disappeared into the house. Kakashi turned to Sasuke and Sakura. Come on you two, let's go. Naruto will catch up in time. And Sasuke, you need to let go. You berate Naruto for being an orphan, but then you lose control when someone mentions your own situation. You're not the only one who has suffered in their lives. The life of a shinobi is one of pain and loss. You dare lecture me on loss, what have you ever lost? Sasuke sneered. Sakura looked at Sasuke like he was crazy. Is Sasuke-kun crazy? Talking like that to Kakashi-sensei, Sakura thought. Is he an idiot? Why do we even like him if this is how he acts? Inner Sakura cried. Sasuke, I know the pain of loss very well, Kakashi said sternly. I've lost my parents, sensei and teammates in my life. You have felt much pain, too much for one so young, but the way to overcome that pain is to accept it and move on. You have to realize that you can't bring them back, but you can make them proud by making sure you live your life to the fullest and happiest. Sasuke looked at Kakashi in a cross between anger and understanding. Shouldn't we wake Naruto? Sakura asked 2 days later. She, Sasuke and Kakashi were about to leave with Tazuna to go to the bridge, which was due to be completed in less than a week. No, we should let him sleep, Kakashi said. He has been working extremely hard and he's suffering from chakra exhaustion. Naruto won't be up and out of bed until tomorrow at the earliest. From those chakra burns I saw on his hands, he's been working himself to the bone. But if I'm right and he's already at that stage, he could surpass his father. Come on, the sooner we get there, the sooner we can get back, Tazuna said. Kakashi and the other 2 genin followed the old man out of the house. Where am I? Naruto mumbled as he opened his eyes blearily. Then he recognized the ceiling of his and Sasuke's room at the old man's house. What time is it? Just then the door opened, and Tsunami stuck her head in. Oh Naruto-kun, you're awake. Your sensei said that you wouldn't wake for another day. Yeah, well I always heal quickly, something about my body, Naruto said, scratching the back of his head. And I've always only needed a good night's sleep before I'm back to full strength. Wow, that must be very helpful. Do many ninjas have that ability? Naruto's face grew guarded. No, as far as I know I'm the only one with this ability, he said. And it's a double-edged sword. Where are Sakura-chan, Kakashi-sensei and team? Naruto asked. I can't hear them. Oh, they've already left with my father. Nanny! Why didn't they wake me? Well, they didn't think you'd wake up until tomorrow, Tsunami said. Naruto sighed. Fine, but I'm okay now. So I'm going to get dressed and go catch up with them. For some reason, I have a bad feeling about today. Tsunami didn't get a chance to say anything as Naruto blurred past her into the restroom. Arigato Tsunami-san for waking me up, Naruto cried as he raced through the front door and leapt off into the woods. That boy, Tsunami said, shaking her head as she made her way downstairs. Hey Ka-san, was that Naruto? Inari asked. Yes. But didn't those other ninjas say that he'd be asleep until tomorrow? Well, apparently they were wrong. Naruto said that there's something about his body that allows him to heal quickly. Oh. Now go and get washed up, Tsunami said. Inari nodded, and vanished from the kitchen. Suddenly there was a great crash as the front door exploded into splinters. Tsunami screamed as 2 katana-wielding men came strutting into the house. Look what we've got here. Gata said that the old man had a daughter, but I didn't know she'd look like you do. Who are you? Tsunami squeaked. Don't worry about that, you're coming with us, the taller man said. He leveled his katana at Tsunami. Gata wants an insurance policy to make sure that the old man does what he's told. Hey Ka-san, I heard a crash. Are you? Inari asked, trailing off when he entered the room. Well, looks like Mom's got a sprout of her own, the shorter man said. He was wearing a bandana over his head and a blue shirt with black pants. What should we do with the shrimp? The taller man said. He had an eye patch and a scar on his bare chest. Gatu only said one hostage, the shorter man smirked, fingering his katana. So I can cut him, right? Don't move, Tsunami cried. If you harm one hair on my child's head, I will bite off my tongue and drown myself in my own blood. Inari looked at his mother in shock. Consider yourself lucky, kid, to have a mother who would do such a thing, the shorter man said. Darn, I really wanted to cut something, the taller thug growled. Calm down, you slashed that pig up in the forest. Come on, grab the woman and let's go. The taller man tied Tsunami up and tossed her over his shoulder. Inari stood frozen in the doorway watching as the men vanished with his mother over the shoulder. Why am I so weak? Inari thought as tears poured down his cheeks. Tusan, why can't I be like you? If you have something you want to protect, do so with both arms, a strong, warm voice filled the kitchen. Tusan, thank you, Inari said. His eyes flashed with determination and he raced out of the kitchen. Let my Ka-san go! Inari cried. The two thugs turned to find Inari standing on the dock glaring at them. Well, the shrimp wants to be a hero, the taller thug said. Well then, we shouldn't deny him the chance, the shorter thug sneered. Come on, shrimp, let's see what you've got. Inari glared at the two men, hate gleaming in his eyes, though there was also fear. Inari was terrified, but his father's words rang in his head. If you have something important to you, protect it with both hands. Inari's eyes hardened and he rushed forward. The two thugs smirked and dripped their katanas. Here you go, twerp, here's what you get for trying to be a hero, one thug roared as they unsheathed their blades, ready to cut the boy to pieces. You know you two should really stop trying to act tough, it's pretty pathetic, a voice growled from behind them. Inari skidded to a stop a few feet in front of the thugs as Naruto appeared beside him, Tsunami held bridle style in his arms. Who the hell are you? The shorter thug barked. Uzumaki Naruto, the guy who's going to kill you, Naruto growled. Isn't that one of those leaf nins that the old man supposedly hired? The taller thug said. This is one of the ninjas who beat Zabuza. You're damn right, that we beat Zabuza, though we both know that Zabuza is alive, Naruto said. And since you're here, I'm guessing that Gato isn't very confident in Zabuza, or he's planning on betraying Zabuza, hence the need for a hostage. The two thugs stood stunned. How could this brat have figured it out? I'm guessing from your looks and silence means I'm right. But too bad for you, that won't happen, you're going to die here and then I'm going to the bridge and save my friends. Ha, what's a little midget like you going to do? You have to get by us, do you really have what it takes to kill us? The taller thug said. Yes, I will do anything to protect those precious to me, and that includes the squirt and Tsunami-san, Naruto said. And besides, you two are already dead. What are you talking? Naruto dashed forward, reaching the shorter man before he could react, and cried out, Futon, Shippadijiki no Jutsu. Arg! The man cried as he coughed up quite a lot of blood and was launched into the water. Sora! The taller thug cried. Why you? Too late, Naruto said as he appeared in front of the man, bringing his leg down for an axe kick. Ashi kukukukugi. Leg air strike. The blow caught the man on the crown of the head, sending him head first into the planks of the dock. Naruto turned to Tsunami and Inari, who were looking at him in awe. Nice job, Inari, you showed some real bravery there, Naruto said. I'm proud of you, and I'm sure your Tusan would be too. Inari smiled at Naruto. Look, I've got to go help my friends at the bridge. I'll leave a couple of clones to guard and clean up the mess, Naruto said. He made 5 clones before leaping off into the forest. If Gato sent men after Tsunami-san and Inari, then he must have known that Zabuza and the Hunter Nin will be at the bridge, Naruto muttered to himself as he leapt through the trees. I need to hurry. Kai! Naruto made a ram hand sign and released his gravity and resistance seals. Instantly, he felt lighter. When Kakashi had told them about Zabuza being alive, Naruto had upped his seal to level 4. He was now carrying roughly 500 pounds of extra weight and fighting against a 20 miles per hour wind. That's better, Naruto said as he blurred through the trees. Hang on, Sakura-chan, Kakashi-sensei, and even you team, I'm coming. Meanwhile at the bridge, Sakura, Sasuke and Kakashi along with Tazuna came upon a dreadful sight. The workers who had arrived early had walked into an ambush. What happened? Tazuna asked. It was a monster, one of the workers managed to stammer out before succumbing to unconsciousness. Looks like Zabuza's already here, Kakashi said. Bone-chilling laughter filled the air as the fog lifted. At the other end of the bridge, Team 7, Kakashi and Tazuna saw Zabuza, looking healthy and fit for battle. Alongside him was the Hunter Nin who had rescued Zabuza in the first battle. Looks like that Hunter Nin was working for Zabuza after all, Kakashi said. Hello there, Kakashi and his brats. Wait, where is that blonde brat? Zabuza asked. Don't you worry about him, Zabuza, Kakashi said. Sakura, protect Zabuza. I'll take Zabuza and Sasuke, you have the Hunter Nin. Right, Sakura said, drawing a kunai and jumping in front of Tazuna. Sasuke smirked. Well, the Haku, looks like you get to play with the boy. Oh, look, he's shaking, Zabuza sneered. I'm shaking from excitement, Sasuke said. Go Sasuke, Kakashi said. Haku, Zabuza said. Hi. HN. The two vanished from sight before reappearing in between the two parties. Looks like the brat's gotten better, to be able to match Haku's speed. Impressive, Zabuza said. Enough commentary, let's finish this, Zabuza, Kakashi said sharply, reveling his Sharingan. That isn't much of a trump card if I've already seen it, at Copy Ninja, Zabuza said. Well, you should be honored as you're the first to see my Sharingan twice, and there won't be a third. Too right. The two Jonin vanished into the mist. I really wish Naruto was here, we could use his help. Wait, did I really just think that? Sakura thought. Yes, and you're right, Naruto would be a big help, Inner Sakura said. But it's Naruto. Yeah, but he's a lot different than the Baka that we knew at the academy. I don't know how much he'd help, but I'd feel better with him here. You're right, Sakura conceded. Even if you somehow were able to beat me, Kakashi, you can't beat Haku. He's the perfect shinobi, a perfect killing machine, Zabuza said. I wouldn't worry about Sasuke, he is the Leaf's #1 rookie ninja. Sakura is the brightest mind of her generation, and Naruto, well, Naruto is the Leaf's most surprising, knucklehead ninja, Kakashi said. Those three are the future, the flame that will illuminate the village and take over the next generation. Zabuza growled and slashed his monstrous sword across Kakashi's chest. The Leaf Nin leapt back but wasn't quick enough as he received a shallow gash from his left shoulder to right hip. Meanwhile, Sasuke was battling Haku. The two were evenly matched in speed and taijutsu. You are skilled, Haku said as she and Sasuke engaged in close combat. Sasuke had a kunai in hand while Haku blocked the strike with a single Sanban needle. Of course, I'm an Uchiha, we're the elite, Sasuke sneered. Oh, an Uchiha, have you the Sharingan? She asked. Sasuke's face darkened. I see, well, no matter, even with it, you will not defeat me. Sasuke growled. I will kill you, bastard, I'm the strongest ninja in my village. Too bad you have already lost, as I have two clear advantages. The first is all this water, and the second is that you can't use any ninja with your hand like this, Haku said. Neither can you, Sasuke growled. Haku smiled thinly behind her mask. She raised her hand and began making hand signs. Hayatan, Isin Nubari. Ice release, 1,000 needles. Haku stomped the ground, kicking water into the air where the droplets formed into ice needles. Sasuke's eyes widened as the needles sped toward him from every angle. He channeled some chakra into his legs, and leapt over the needles. Impressive, you were able to dodge my attacks, Haku said. But not this one. Hayatan Makio Hyosho. Ice release, demonic ice mirrors. Mirrors made of ice formed a dome around Sasuke, who could only look on in horror as Haku stepped into one of the mirrors. Now I'll show you the true meaning of speed, Haku said before vanishing into a blur. Ugh! Sasuke cried as his arms and legs were pierced by several Saban needles. Sakura heard Sasuke's cry of pain. Sasuke-kun! She cried, seeing the dome of ice. Sakura-chan, what's going on? And where's Team? Naruto asked as he appeared at her side. Naruto! Sakura yelped. What are you doing here? Kakashi-sensei said that you wouldn't be awake until at least tomorrow. Yeah, well, I heal quickly, Naruto said. Now what's the situation? Kakashi-sensei is facing Zabuza and Sasuke-kun is facing that hunter Nin named Haku. Haku? Naruto asked sharply, his head snapping around. Yes, Zabuza called the hunter Nin Haku, why? Never mind, stay with Tazuna, I'm going to help Team, Naruto said. Don't call Sasuke-kun that, Sakura cried. Naruto just rolled his eyes. Look, just stay here and stay safe, Naruto said before blurring out of sight. He really cares for you, Tazuna said. Much more than that emo kid does. I know, Sakura whispered. Please be said, both of you, she finished silently. Haku, what are you doing? Naruto cried as he stopped just outside the dome. Dobe, what the hell are you doing here? Sasuke asked. What's it look like I'm doing? I'm saving your ass. I don't need your help, Dobe, I'm doing fine. Really, doesn't look like it from out here, Naruto said. Haku, what the hell are you doing here? Why are you working with Zabuza? Because Zabuza-sama saved me from my personal hell, Haku said. I'm his tool to wield as he sees fit. Is that all you see yourself as, a weapon? Yes, I am Zabuza's weapon, his to point in any direction in order to accomplish his dream. And what about your dreams? What do you want? I have no dreams, only to Zabuza-sama's dream come true. I see. Well, as much as I like seeing the team getting his ass handed to him, he's a fellow Leaf Shinobi and I can't let you kill him. Stop now and we can work something out. I'm sorry, Naruto, but my orders are clear, Haku said. You can't be allowed to interfere with Zabuza. Very well then, I don't seem to have a choice, Naruto said, his eyes steeling. He quickly charged up his fist with wind chakra and leapt forward. Futon, Shippa Dejiki no Jutsu. That won't work, Dobe. Sasuke cried as Naruto struck at one of the mirrors. Both Sasuke and Haku watched in amazement as the mirror cracked, distorting Haku's reflection. Damn it, it wasn't enough, Naruto growled as he saw the mirror begin to repair itself. I'm guessing that you're able to repair any damage if you have enough chakra and water available. Impressive, you were able to diagnose my jutsu in such a short time, Haku said. But it'll take more than that to break my mirrors. I'm sure, but I wonder if they'll hold up against some heat, Naruto said. Kage-Bunshin. A second Naruto appeared beside the original. Dobe, you can't use fire jutsus, Sasuke said. Naruto growled. Well, she didn't know that, but since you let the cat out of the bag, I guess you'll have to supply the flames. He turned to his clone. Do it. The clone nodded, and made some hand signs. Kawarimi! Suddenly there was a puff of smoke, and then Sasuke was outside the dome next to Naruto. Clever, you used the clone to save your teammate, but it won't be enough, Haku said. Sasuke, give me some fire, Naruto barked. Sasuke narrowed his eyes but began making hand signs. He took a deep breath and said, Katan, Ryuka no Jutsu. A stream of flames billowed out of Sasuke's mouth. That won't be enough, Haku said. You're probably right, but let's turn up the heat, shall we? Naruto said, making hand signs of his own. Futon, Uki Aori no Jutsu. A stream of wind shot out of Naruto's mouth. It augmented the flames, making them nearly white-hot in their intensity. The flames licked at the mirrors, slowly melting them. Haku poured more chakra into maintaining the mirrors, but she soon found out that she was quickly running out of chakra. This is impossible. How can two genin have this much chakra, she thought. It's too much, I have to release the jutsu. And release it she did. The mirrors quickly melted under the onslaught of flames without Haku's supply of chakra. The firestorm faltered and then burned itself out as Naruto and Sasuke released their jutsus. Now then, Haku, can we talk? I can understand why you follow Zabuza. He found and took care of you when you had no one. I know the pain of being alone all too well, but a human being is not a weapon. I know this just as well, Naruto said. You can't let Zabuza run your life. What happens when Zabuza dies? What will you do then? I will do whatever Zabuza-sama wishes, Haku said. Man, he's really got you brainwashed, Naruto said. Look, Haku, please, what are your dreams? Don't give me what Zabuza wants. What do you truly want? Haku paused. I don't know what I want, she said. But I do know that I must follow Zabuza-sama's orders. And that means stopping the two of you. You do realize that Gato is planning on betraying you two when this is over. He tried to kidnap the old man's family earlier. He doesn't believe that you can kill us and the old man, and you know Gato's right. What? Haku said. You can't kill us, Haku, Naruto said. You told me that when one is protecting something precious to you, you truly become strong. And I won't let you hurt my friends or the old man. Very well then, Haku said. The sound of chirping birds and crackling energy filled the air. Naruto, Haku and Sasuke turned to see the mist clear around the bridge, reveling Kakashi and Zabuza standing roughly 100 feet away. Several dogs were restraining Zabuza while Kakashi had his hand in front of him, blue-white chakra surrounding it. Zabuza-sama! Haku cried, blurring out of sight as Kakashi rushed towards Zabuza. No! Naruto yelled as he rushed after her. Sasuke could barely keep up with their movements, but they were clearer than before. This is the end of you, demon of the mist, Kakashi cried, thrusting his hand forward. Chidori! Suddenly, Haku appeared in front of Zabuza, ready to intercept the jutsu. Kakashi's eyes widened. It was too late to cancel the jutsu or even more around Haku. No! Naruto cried as he appeared and knocked Kakashi's hand aside. Arg! He growled as the attack managed to glance off his arm. Naruto, what the hell are you doing? Kakashi cried. Sorry, sensei, but you can't kill them right now, just wait a bit and you'll see, the blonde said. Blood was dripping from his hand. Well, Kakashi, looks like you were wrong again, Zabuza sneered. Oh, shut it, you eyebrowless freak. The only reason I'm doing this is because I want you to see that Gato is going to betray you, and I also want to know what you really think of Haku? Zabuza blinked. What are you talking about? Haku's my most powerful weapon. You're lying, Naruto barked. I can tell you care for Haku much more than you let on. And I want Haku to realize that, besides we're about to have company. What are you talking about? Kakashi asked. Applause filled the air. Well, is this what the so-called demon of the mist has been reduced to? Beaten by a bunch of snot-nosed brats. Gato, what the hell are you doing here? Zabuza snarled. I'm here to reclaim my investment. You see, missing means are so expensive, so I came up with the brilliant plan to hire all these fine mercs and let them clean up your mess, the short man said. So this brat was right, you were planning kicking us to the curb, Zabuza said. Kakashi, looks like my contract for the old man is over, so you have nothing to fear from me anymore. Kakashi nodded and released the jutsu. The dogs holding Zabuza vanished in a puff of smoke. Now then, it seems like